Yeah. Yo, what's good, people? What's good? What is good? What is good? I'm a little tardy today. I usually come on an hour before now, like around 8:10, 8:15. But I was sleeping good last night. I can't front because I stayed up and watched a lot of fights. Whole lot of fights. I seen some good stuff. I seen some good fights last night. Some real good fights. Of course, I could not catch 8 cards. It was 8 cards on yesterday. I posted about that. That's why it's always good to be sub to me and hit the bell icon for everything I drop. I'm not a person that drops something every day, so I'm not gonna bombard your page. You feel me? Like your feed isn't gonna be me all the time if you hit my bell icon, but you will catch everything that I drop, and I usually drop all the cards that's happening on Saturday and where you can find those cards, but some of them you couldn't find them at all. Like you couldn't watch. Like I think 2 of them cards you couldn't find at all. And I think the Adam Azim versus Claggett joint. I was looking for that. I wanted to watch that, and it was playing on BBC One, I believe, and it's free for the people in UK to watch it. But we can't get that network over here unless you got a VPN or whatever. We can't get that network over here. And I don't have a VPN, and I wasn't going to do all of that. And so I found out that I could have watched it on Thriller TV, but I wasn't going to pay for Thriller TV. You feel me? Like you got to pay for that. You feel me? I'm kind of glad I didn't pay for it because the fight lasted 3 rounds. And Adam, bruh, is a problem at 140 day. I don't think anybody really seen coming. Maybe some people in the UK seen it, but I don't think people really seen Adam coming this way at 140. You feel me? I have some stuff. I want to talk about him. It's a guy that I seen fight last night. I want to talk about that beat Flores. I looked at his record. He had 2 losses already by one early in his career and won a few fights ago, both majority decision losses. But man, with some tuning up, it could be a real problem, man. I was entertained by his fight. I'll talk about him later. I want to talk about Kid Austin doing his Baker dozen the freaking interviews the same day. You know, it was the same day because him and his pops had the same outfit on every interview. Like, so he did a bunch of interviews, and they only want to talk about one. Only want to review one of his interviews. I want to talk about a lot of things surrounding Boots Ennis and his upcoming fight with Xander Zayas. And a couple of other things, bro. And Shakur Stevenson, man, of course, the fight last night was great in between O'Shaquie Foster and Raymond Ford. Man, I have to say, like, a little part of me was like the fight could be boring, but it was too much animosity behind it for it to actually be boring, the entire fight. I should have made a video about it. I wrote down that it was going to be a majority decision, and that's exactly what it was, a freaking majority decision. Man, I wish the thesaurus didn't stop working, or I would have put out a little short effortlessly. You know what I mean? But I didn't have time to make a whole video and stuff like that. But the fight was entertaining last night. I have to give it up to him. It was good. It was good. It was good. I got a lot to talk. Not a lot to talk about today, but that Kid Austin's interview was long, and I want to go through his whole interview. You feel me? But salute to the people that came in the building. Salute to all things in the building. What is good with you, all things? Salute to you. Salute to you. Salute Mike Rhyme in the building. What is good? Jameson George is in the building. What is good with you, sir? Definitely appreciate you coming through. Jay Will is in the building. What is good with you, Jay? Hold up. Okay. Yoda Wise Crush. What is good, What is good bright and early today? What is good with you on this Sunday? On this Sunday. Salute to your shell. What is popping? What is popping? Andre's Finest is in the building. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Salute D Free. What is good? Yeah, we're gonna get into it though. We're gonna get into it and the rundown of what's gonna be what I already talked about the rundown I'm gonna be talking about today, but it's some things that I want to get through with that Kid Austin said in this interview. I want to make some points about boxing that I'm starting to not stand. I'm really not. I'm not standing stuff. You feel me? I'm not standing stuff that people are doing in boxing right now, and I gotta say my two cents on it. You feel me? But hold on. I wanted to say when a fighter see a good fighter in their division, the best attitude to have for that fighter is to want to fight them, to challenge themselves. No matter who you a fan are, who you a fan of, or what type of boxing you like, knockouts, or the science of boxing, hit and not get hit. If you're a casual or a diehard fan, everybody should relate to what I'm saying. You would want every fighter that's in any division, even your favorite fighter, to want to challenge themselves within that division. If they don't see any challenge in that division, you will want them, or they themselves, you will want them to want to move up, to challenge themselves in this sport. Unless you really just came in here for some money, then just keep it real and let it be that. You feel me? But when a fighter see a good fighter in their division, they should want to fight them. I want y'all to know this. Like you should want to fight that fighter. Do you understand me? When Shakur see them fighters, he want to make them friends. I've been looking for a clip for a very long time now, because it didn't have nothing to do with what was talked about. That's why I can't find the clip. But he was talking to somebody, and the person asked him or something about anybody being nice that's fighting or whatever, and Shakur said everybody that's nice is with me. That's what he said in the clip. Everybody that's nice is with me. That's what he said. Everything that I've been saying about Shakur Stevenson, if people been listening long enough to me, I've been 100% right about everything. We're in 2026 now. I started talking about this man 10 years ago, damn near 10 years ago, 2017 and 18 for sure. And I was saying he didn't want to be talked bad about. He didn't want to be talked in the same conversation as Tank Davis right now, Devin Haney right now. And that's why he's not in them divisions. It's not like he's scared necessarily, but he don't want that smoke right now. And I feel like he developed himself around the boxing game as far as the people that's in boxing to be a feared individual, so he can keep that. He still never fought none of them people that we've been talking about for 7 years now. He's fought none of them. We never talked about him fighting T.O. I'm just being real. We never talked about him fighting T.O. He never fought anybody that anybody has wanted this motherfucker to fight. He fought people he wanted to fight. It's a difference. Maybe it's just me, but that's what I see. I remember talking about Shakur on multiple platforms and people thinking that I'm tripping and talking about the way he fights and stuff. I remember when Uncle Rick, when Ricky Williams had the Rate a Fighter, he had a Rate a Fighter series, and you would rate a fighter and you would have certain things, the categories you would rate the fighter on. Bro, I was spot on in the stuff that I was saying, and people thought that I was hating. And now you fast forward, Tank said the same shit that I said. Like, bro, you'll never see him slip a punch. He just really back up. Like, bro, I said that. Ben said that shit. I was mad that I gave him a 7 for his back for his defense. He was mad. I think I gave him an 8. I maybe even gave him a 9. You know what I'm saying? But if it wasn't a 10, I was hating. I was the hater. But I'm being real. Like, when you see the stuff that Floyd did in the pocket, sitting there, being deep, just slipping and moving, You got the drunken master, bro. Y'all seen people actually be defensively without just standing there and not caring what's thrown at them because they know they ain't going to get hit by nothing clean. They know it. You understand me? When you're doing all of that jumping back and all of that stuff, you are unsure of exactly where that punch is landing. So you're going to get your whole body out the goddamn way. You seen a lot of that last night with O'Shaquie Foster and Raymond Ford. There was a lot of jumping back. Salute to you, Thrill Hill. Thank you, Fredro, for life. Definitely appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. Salute to you, Boxing Hacker. Salute to you, Victor. What is good with you? Salute. Definitely appreciate you coming through. Salute, Cam J. What is popping? Salute, Just Do in the building. Salute, Cuzzo. Hold on. That we all want to see. No, nothing. And I'm just saying, we all got to keep it real. We got to keep it 100 with each other. If we all going to say this about one fighter, we got to say it about all fighters. And Foster fight, I'll be a motherfucking sleep fest. Look, I don't know about that. I don't want to see him fight. Because like I said, bro, real talk. Shakur Stevenson moved up in weight and fought at 140 for a title. I'm down with that. I liked it because I feel like you're capable of it. I feel like, and this is what I'm saying, bro. Anytime any fighter wants somebody to move up, is if you can't make weight, you get naked to make weight, or if a fighter is cruising through your fights. I remember him saying like, why do y'all want him to move? He was talking to somebody and was like, why do y'all want me to move up and you don't want Bam Rodriguez? Or I think he was talking about Marston anyway to move up. I'll answer that question. Marston anyway got dropped in this fight, right? It don't seem like he cruising through. When did you get dropped in your fight? I need to see you get hurt. I didn't see shit. That's why you should move up, bro. Because I haven't seen shit in your whole career. Like, you haven't got dropped, bro. Evidently, it's easy as a bitch. You just telling me you just want money and people to look at you a certain way. You don't want to challenge yourself. That's what that tells me. Especially with you talking to what's his name? David Benavidez. David Benavidez like challenging himself. Don't talk to David like that, bro. David like challenging himself. David is closer to being the face of boxing than you. David likes challenging himself. You understand? Do you see the difference? Now I can play a clip of him asking Connor, Connor Ben? He asked Connor Ben, do you like watching people dominate a fight? Because Connor asked him, do you think people like watching him fight? He said, it depends on if you like watching people dominate a fight. Now, I'm going to tell you the difference on what we like. Yeah, we do like that. It all depends, bro. Your answer depends as well. If I'm watching David Benavidez and Zerto, that type of domination, of course. Of course. But not all domination look the same. Do you understand me? Not all of it looks the same. And when people are tired of your shit, because they know that you're better than what you're putting on, but you're talking the best game. When people are tired of your shit, they're not going to put you in the same boat as everybody else. Ain't nobody going to do no favors for you. It's just like Carissa Shields. Yeah, you're the best, but you know what? In a lot of people's eyes, they're doing no favors for you. It's a big difference in between fighter mentality is what I'm big on. Like fighter mentality. People come in here and choose to fight the way that it, bruh. You know how much talent you have to choose to fight the way you want to? That's how much talent he's, bruh. He's milking the shit out of y'all. Bruh, he milking the game. I went and paid for it and seen it close up with my eyes, bruh. He's so much better than what the fuck he putting on. I'm telling you, y'all. Shakur milking the shit out this game without effort. That's why. That's why we want you to move up instead of the people that's getting dropped in their division by the people that's in their division. That's why. Because evidently they're doing challenge. They're either fighting a challenge or they're in the fight challenge, doing something, taking a chance or something. They're doing something you ain't doing, and we want to see it. And we don't see it in your division. That's why. We don't see it in your division. I know a lot of people getting mad and dropping off. I'm being 100. This is how I feel. This is how I feel. You can't tell me I'm wrong. How is it other fighters can do the shit, but he's like, you know what? Nah, like, I don't got to do it because y'all don't ask this person and this person and this person to do it. You know what? I don't care what I said to Korner Ben. I want the same weight class because he got it with someone else. Like, bruh, stop it. You're so much better than that. Stop it. It's irritating me. It really is. And people look at it like, oh, you hating. Bruh, am I hating or am I the person that actually want to see him do something? Bruh, you was literally picking T.O. apart and people see no problem with it that he didn't use his right hand and it was fucking healthy. It wasn't nothing wrong with his hand. Like, bruh, he could have used his hand. Like, maybe because I wanted to fight, I see it in a totally different way than y'all see it. I don't know what it is. I don't know how is it that y'all don't see it the way that I'm seeing it. Is he cruising or not? Or no? That's my point. No, I don't want to see you go down to 130 after being at 140 and saying you're too small. So you want to, no, I don't want to see you go down to 135 and fight fucking O'Shaquie Foster. No, I don't. I'm just being honest. I want to see you stay at 140 and fight somebody. Y'all talk real hard about people that is being pulled up in division. Oh, you pulled them up in division. I got something to say about that shit too. And I wrote it down so I can say it right and not forget shit. But a fan saying that one fighter is bringing up another fighter from a smaller weight class need to stop. Okay? It's casual talk and casual way of thinking. If a fighter takes a fight at a higher weight class and never goes back down, if he stays there, I'm not even going to say never. If he stays there for the next few fights, didn't nobody bring him up to fight. It was going to happen anyway. He planned that shit. Do you hear me? He planned that shit. Jesus. He was already planning to move up, bro, if he stays there. Now, if a fighter that made the fight or is asking for the fight and he's the person that's in the smaller weight class, and if he moves up, fight that person, and then moves back down after beating that opponent up, that fighter is an opportunist and nothing more. Do you understand what I'm saying? An opportunist and nothing more. I'm going to say it again. Okay? If I'm fighting at 130 and I move up for a fight at 135 and I stay there and then I go up again and move, ain't nobody move me up, bro. I did that. I wanted to do that. I stayed up. I did that. Nobody moved me up, bro. Y'all need to stop saying, oh, you moved the fighter. You had to move him up. Stop saying that shit. And if I'm the fighter at 130, and I'm calling for a fight at 135, son. If I'm Gary Russell at 126 calling for Tank forever, and I move up to 135 and fight him, he didn't move me up, bro. I asked for that. Do you understand me? You understand me? I asked for that. I asked for that. Now, if I beat him and I move back down, I'm an opportunist. I seen an opportunity and I took it for a chance at a title. I got the title, I dropped it, and I'm gonna move back down to my safe weight class. Because the rest of the people in that weight class, I don't want no parts of as of today, as of right now. You niggas ain't on my to-do list. Just that nigga was on my to-do list. Hold on. All right, so people came in here. Came up in here. Salute Savage Ball. Ooh, man. Dude, Mike Biggs boxing in the building. I don't see anybody else. Oh, there he is. Salute Zach B. I knew I seen somebody else in here. I knew I was tripping. Well, I was sure all the way. Sexy Kendra in the building. What is good with you, queen? Salute Lee Jackson. What is good with you? I think we're good now. He say, so Shakur moved up to 135 and 140 to fight anyone but Tank. Got it. Wild work. He moved up to that joint to beat Tio. And then that's it. Like, bro, stay there. Stay there. Stay there. We are, like, listen, Keyshawn is not staying at 140. It seems like he want to move up. That dude said out of his mouth on the microphone, I never heard no fighter say no shit like that in my life, and I played it on my live. He said, I'm not good at making weight. I just know it. Bro, making weight is the discipline part. Making weight is the hard part. Of course, all of y'all like fighting and want to fight. Like, to say that and with a little grin on your face just tells me that you are bound to move up. It's bound to happen. And whoever he move up for, y'all should not say, oh, he had to move Keyshawn Davis up. Bro, he's going to move up himself. He's going to move up himself. But we want people to move up in weight when they have to get naked to make weight, or there's no competition in their weight class that they have fought, so they move up to fight. Now, speaking of Tank Davis, the reason why he moved up to fight, what's his name, Mario Barrios, is because there was no fights to fight. That's the same reason on why we're like, go ahead and move up and take the fight. But that really wasn't the reason why he took the Tio fight. Tio was really Keyshawn's fight. That was the fight for him. He moved up and fought Tio because he wanted to. You feel me? And when you look at them in the ring, they were practically the same size. How big was the size difference in between Tio and Shakur? And then tell me how big the size difference was in between Tank and Mario Barrios. See, the things that people like comparing is no comparison. We're talking about how big he is. To compare Tank to Barrios that's not even good comparison for your argument. Now, he's not supposed to stay in that weight class because Tank's way too small for 140. Coming from Shakur Stevenson that said Lomachenko was too small for 135. So if he kept the same energy, he know Tank ain't supposed to fight at 140. He knows that if he's keeping the same energy. Because if Lomachenko's too small for 135, how is Tank the right size for 140? It doesn't make any sense. Now, I seen Lamont Roach ran into Keyshawn Davis last night. And they got real close to each other like they friends, baby. I didn't know that y'all was friends, but okay. They was whispering and covering their mouth like they was saying NFL plays live during the game. Like that's what they were doing, you know what I'm saying? But the mic picked up that Lamar told him that he's, bro, you 147 for real. And he giggled a little bit. Whoever that was recording said, "Can we get this fight?" Lamont was like, "I need like 30 more pounds," you know what I'm saying? Dapped him up and walked off. But Keyshawn's calling out Lamont Roach. Didn't really look like it when they met up with each other. They looked really friendly. They wasn't standing, they didn't have that posture, if you understand what I'm saying. They were cool. They were cool. There was no posture, there was no animosity at all. I don't know what's going on. I don't like the way people are moving. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay? I don't like it. I don't like it. He won't keep his word and fight Shaq. I don't think he should fight Shaq. Come on. He just fought at 140. Just think about that. Take Shakur's name out of it and say, look, a fighter just fought and got a title at 140 and wants to move back, wants to move down to 130 to fight a champion at 130. How does that sound? Take his name out. Take the fight. Take the names out of it and just listen to that shit. 140 is hot as fuck. 130, no, it's not. 135, not close enough. 140 is hot as fuck. If you really want to be the best, you want to challenge yourself, bro. 140 is where to be at, bro. Am I wrong? Is 140 not thicker than 130 and 135? Is it not thicker than a Snicker than 130 than 135? Does it not have more names in it? And you already got a title. You already can fight, bro. Come on now. Come on. Come on. He knows exactly what he's doing, bro. But I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see him go down and go down 2 weight classes. Well, matter of fact, it's not going to be 2 weight classes. Let me stop tripping. He said that he'll fight him at 140, I think, on the mic. And I think after the fight, post interview, he said 135. So Shakur probably fight him at 135, where there's no title on the line. Hold on. All right. Man. But listen, man, it's a lot of things that people say, as far as fans say, when they don't like a certain content creator, or when they don't like or have beef with a certain person in the chat, they say things just to get under another person's skin, and other people see it and think it's a talking point. You understand? Other people see it and think it's a talking point, and then they run with that as a talking point. And then they say it in certain situations as if that is the reason why something is supposed to not happen or stop from happening. Bruh, the reasons that people throw out these whack talking points to stop a fight from happening is making me sick. Y'all aren't taking no punches, but y'all be acting like a fighter might get killed. That's why the fight shouldn't happen. Like, bruh, a lot of this stuff is really annoying. And people saying, "Oh well, you'll be bringing a fighter up if you fight a fighter that's calling you out in a lower weight class," needs to stop. Okay, that needs to stop, bro. I understand if you fight them, cool. You feel me? But I don't think it should be next, bro. I don't think after you fought Tio at 140, you should drop down and fight Foster at 135, and it's the first. I think it'll be the first time he has a fight at 135. He probably had one early in his career, maybe, but bruh. Shakur won't fight Shaq at 135. He needs an extra advantage. Damn. I'm just saying, man, a lot of this stuff that people are letting slide by, they wouldn't let slide by if there was a different fighter. And it's a lot of things that Shakur says that think it's the reason on why something should happen. Bruh, it could be debunked very fast, very quick. Like saying this, bruh. If someone asks you to do something and the first thing you do is ask, how come you didn't ask somebody else to do it? It's a child type tactic. That's not a man thing. Men don't act like that. Men don't even talk like that. He's supposed to be the man at his weight class, and he thinks he's the man in boxing. Bruh been saying he's better than fucking Floyd, Earl Spence, and all types of fighters forever, his whole fucking career. But yet, the first thing that flies out of his mouth after somebody asks him to move up or fight somebody tough is, how come you didn't ask somebody else to do it? And then the people that he's freaking referring to are fighters that fight in a smaller weight class and walk around smaller than him. Nobody cares or paying attention to shit. When you see him step in the ring, look at the size difference in between him and O'Shaquie. Like, bruh. Look at the size difference in between y'all. And this is something that you want. I bet you he want this fight. You talking all like, he didn't do that with Tito Machado. Tito Machado called him out his name, called him a B and all that type of stuff. He stayed out the ring. He didn't get in the ring. And afterwards, when they talked about it, he was like, bruh, he can't make 135. Bruh, he can't do this. He can't do that. He just fronting. He ain't gonna fight me. And then went to the man DMs and told him he was gonna spit on his mother. And told him again he can't make 135. Bruh, we just gotta keep it real. Keep it greasy. He don't want to challenge himself. You can say anything you want about Shakur, but what I know is a fact is he don't want to challenge himself. And people want to talk about Tio. He said before he fought Tio that y'all gonna see that I have the best jab. He knew he was gonna do that. And then during the fight when he was cruising, he didn't even do nothing more. He don't want to challenge himself. Salute to Victor in the building in the super chat. Definitely appreciate you in the super chat. He said, actually, it's a risk of Tank time. It's a waste of Tank time. Tank will beat all of them so-called challenges. Salute to SBG Mello. What's good with you? Definitely appreciate you coming to the building. Definitely appreciate you in the super chat, Victor. Now, hold on. Where is that at? Hold up. But this whole seeing a fighter and knowing that he good, and then you want to be buddy is a tall tale sign, bro. That's a tall tale sign. All right, come on now. Come on, buddy. But hold up. Now, O'Shaquie Foster, I'm talk about O'Shaquie real quick. Only big fights from now for O'Shaquie Foster. That's what he wants. That's what his team said. He called out Shakur, of course. He called out Lamont Roach. Yeah, I think that's it pretty much. He called them out. And somebody said, how about Tank? And he was like, yeah, I was sure I would like to fight him too or whatever. But he said he'll fight Shakur at 130, 135. And I think, yeah, he did say 140 on the mic after the fight. The visible size difference, though, in between them two is wild. And between Shakur and Foster is wild to me. But this is fight night where people coming big, right? Just looking at my thumbnail and the picture with him standing in front of O'Shaquie Foster, people supposed to come in big on fight night, right? Isn't that what people always argue about, how big you're gonna come, and that's why they want a rehydration clause, and that's why people suck, because they want to rehydrate. Oh, okay, I want to come in at 200, I'll come into. Isn't that what it is? So how big was O'Shaquie Foster that night? He was the fighter. How big does he look? This fight night where people coming big, right? How big was Foster? How big do y'all think he was? He weighed in the 130. How big do you think he was in the fight? And he was standing in front of Shakur. Shakur looked a lot bigger than him, didn't he? Not even talking about height. He looked a lot bigger than him. And at the face-off, Ford's team was calling Foster small. He kept saying he's too small. They say I kept reading the fat dude lips. He kept saying he's too small. Shakur wasn't anything under 150 pounds standing in front of O'Shaquie Foster in that ring last night. He was nothing under 150. I'm not trying to hear it, bro. I'm not trying. O'Shaquie Foster might have been in his 140s, yeah. But Shakur wasn't under 150. He claims he walks around under 150. That's what he said. He walk around 140 something. He ain't as small as y'all. It's not as small as people be saying. Or he be saying. He be saying he's small as shit, bro. I just don't see it. I don't see that shit. But I can see him going back down to 135 because he wants to. He want to go back down to 135 and he wants to stop Ford and all these people from talking the way they talking. You the one who said you're not gonna get to me unless you beat Ford or whatever. So he gonna fight Foster, in my opinion. He probably gonna go right down 135 and fight Foster at that weight class because he wants to stop all the talk. The situation makes Shakur look bad. If he doesn't fight Foster, it's gonna make him look bad, probably. But I don't like the fight. I don't like the fight because you're at 140 and that's where you should be at. And this is another reason on why I don't like fighters like you are getting in arguments and trying to fight people that's outside your weight class. If you know you're not gonna fight them and all that shit, bro, like get on with it. That's why I don't like that. I don't like that. Y'all shouldn't even been beefing. You should have been handled that shit. If y'all had history outside the ring or in the ring, just history back in the day from sparring, you should have been fought him. You fucking was in the same weight class as him at one point in time. It should have been happened. But enough of that. Last night on the undercard, I seen this man named Javon Woodard Jr. and he beat and stopped Flores. It was good, man. I must say I was entertained by him, man. He was he don't got the best defense. He was getting hit by the same left hook and shit, but man, he was putting in some work, man. He was accurate, he was sharp, he was throwing some hard punches and he was hurting Flores, bro. He was getting a reaction out of me. I liked it. And he, I forgot what weight class he was in. I think he fight at 130. But that shit was good, man. That shit was good. He's on rank number 1 for Shakur 140 belt. Yo, it's a lot of people man, he got some fights at 140, right under in the same sanctioning body. And he don't even have to fight Keyshawn if he don't want to. His name's under there that he can fight. It definitely is. I'd rather see Loma versus Foster. That's what I said last live, Jay Will. I see Loma trying to fight Foster. If he's gonna come back at 130 and get two belts, why not fight Foster? Like, bruh, what are we talking about? Navarrete, bruh? Come on, man. He gonna beat Navarrete. Loma gonna beat Navarrete. Shakur isn't going to fight Shot. That fight should have been happening. It should have been happening, right? That's what I'm saying. Salute to you, 704 Joe. What is good with ya? What's popping? Can swabble. That's my first time seeing him. Me too. I think actually I seen his face before. He looked familiar, so I probably seen him before fight. But I watched that whole fight last night, and he dropped dude, and then and Flores been up against a lot of people. He kind of a vet for real. Like he he held his own with him. You know what I'm saying? And stopped him. He looked good. I liked it. He got 2 losses. I think he lost his second pro fight, majority decision, and then he lost a 6-round fight. I think 8 fights ago, something like that. So I think sometime in 2023, he lost a fight majority decision again. But shoot, with some good training, man, he can be nice for real, in my opinion. I think Shaq getting that ready now. Oh, okay. I think that's who Loma. They said Loma was gonna come back and fight Navarrete. I don't know why, but that's who, you know what I'm saying. They said he's gonna fight. If whoever Loma wants to fight, Loma's gonna get. Whatever's going on will be stopped, and Loma will be put into that slot. Whoever he want to fight. But I want to talk about Adam. Let's talk about Adam Azim stopping Steve Claggett. Do I have that? Did I pull it up or no? Or no? Can I show fights on here, or do they still cry about that? Can I show a fight on here? Or would they stop my live? Because the fight is on YouTube for anybody that wants to see Adam versus Claggett. You can check it out. But I was gonna play it, but I think they probably turn my joint off if I show it for real. Hold up. This is Adam Azim, y'all. This guy right here. Call him the assassin. He's a UK fighter. He's Pakistani. He's 5'10". I think now they got him listed as 5'11" or whatever. He's only fought for 83 rounds. He has a knockout percentage of 80%. Okay. He fought Claggett, Kurt Scooby, Sergey Lipinets, and O'Hara Davis. All knockouts. All right. He's 15-0 with 12 knockouts. He's only didn't stop 3 fighters. Most of his fights are in the UK versus UK fighters. These last 4 opponents are the last four names that I know of. He's fought 2 undefeated fighters, both UK fighters. But this guy right here, hold on, let me stop sharing that. That guy right there, man, is ranked. Matter of fact, let's talk about these rankings real quick. This is the 140 division. Somebody must have changed this that worked with them, because I didn't turn the screen black, but it's pretty cool. I can rock with it. Salute to you, Tay Brown, the real queen of MMA, is in the building. What is good with you, queen? I hope all is well. You would like to see Ricardo Salas versus Hitchens? Okay. Yes, sir. Definitely. Gave him raccoon eyes. Definitely. Okay. All right. Hold on. Now, after he beat down dude, he said that he wanted Lindafo right here. He said he wanted Lindafo for the IBF title. I was already saying Lindafo and these two need to fight, since they was already scheduled to get a title fight. Both of them need to fight each other. You know what I mean? And maybe Adam Azim could fight the winner. But he's ranked number 7 here, and he's ranked number 7 here. Now, this is Tito Mercado. This is what's his name? Emilio Vargas. This is Alberto Porlo. Lindafo's right here again. Alfredo Santiago and Keyshawn Davis. Like, bro, this is a lineup right here. You got people to fight, right? It's people to fight right here at 140, bro. His name's at 140. That's what I'm saying. But Adam, he's a problem. Bro, I think Adam is a problem that nobody knows of right now. I don't think Adam deserves a title shot just yet. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But I think him and Keyshawn would be a good fight. Since Keyshawn is a come forward type of fighter, and since he fought a few of his best fights was versus those real tough fighters that came forward and threw a lot of punches and stuff. Man, Adam Lazine, like him, Adam and versus Keyshawn, make the fight happen. Make the fight. Especially if Keyshawn's not going to commit to moving up to 140 and staying there and fighting. 147. If he's not going to commit to going up, if Devin not going to pick him up, you know what I'm saying? If Devin not going to pick him up and be like, look, I'll make the fight. And so he'll move up and make the fight. Because if he don't pick him up, he's not going to move up, in my opinion. Like, I don't see Keyshawn just moving up to 147 and just campaigning. It's going to have to be for a certain type of fight, and he'll move up for it. You enjoyed women's boxing last night? Yeah, I knew Amanda Serrano was going to stop that girl. I knew it. She don't got it, though. That girl don't got it. She wasn't no real, like, comp for real for Amanda. But Adam stopped Steve Claggett in 3 rounds. He dropped him in the second and then stopped him. I believe this fight was at 140. But Adam Lazine, being that he at 140, he's from the UK and he got that backing behind him. I'm telling you, he might spoil some plans for people. If y'all didn't watch him fight, y'all might as well tune in, man. The man got pop. The man got some pop. And that's a problem when you got somebody with good IQ, ring IQ. But let's sit and let's listen to him talk in this short interview after the fight about what he did to Claggett, bro. I think Keyshawn waiting to see if Shakur gonna move back down. That's what he said, and that's crazy that you even said that. Like, all of this shit is weird as hell to me. It's whack. This shit is whack. Oh my gosh. But okay. Full fight. That's not it. This is it, I believe.
Imagine being.
Yeah. I already went through this. I'm gonna go through it again because it took some time. Shit, for shizzle.
So you can survive.
Well, yeah, I've got to keep the sponsors up, but obviously I have it on this one. But yeah, it'd be nice to wear a nice cap, but I do look good in a cap, so I might as well wear it.
I'll let you say that, man, and let the fans comment on your looks in a cap.
Why did you say that? Let the fans comment on your looks on a cap. But
man, what a performance! I think most people thought you might do it late. That was a general consensus between a lot of people. But the styles were always going to clash. He's going to come forward. You're a great counter puncher, and you basically walked into your bombs.
Yeah, of course. Like you can see, like from the first round, I was just trying to adjust to his speed. I was trying to I don't think he was that fast, but I was just trying to slow everything down. He's a very aggressive fighter, pressure fighter, and what I was watching against the Tiafimo fight, he just comes straight forward, and he was doing that. But a lot of people was didn't expect me to do it in 2 or 3 rounds. I dropped him in the second and did it in the third, and his face was busted up in 3 rounds. The thing is as well, see Josh, the thing is as well, I said to Shane, I didn't believe I can do that quick, and he goes, I know you can do that. I knew you already you're gonna get that stoppage, and I didn't even place the shot really hard either. I just landed it with the timing shot.
Finally, you bust his eye socket. That's the rumor.
Yeah. I was in the changing room with him, and honestly, it kind of hurt me, seeing his face like that as well. I broke his eye socket. I think he's got concussion, and he's been rushed to hospital. I think he's pissing out blood as well. So, I do wish him the best of health and the best of luck in his future of his boxing, and a speedy recovery to him. Because you know what is, you can't go into a sport like that and think not a lot of people think that going to a sport it's easy. It's not like for me. Imagine I go through that. One day I might go through that as well. But
See that, Shane? Yeah. So that's a bit mad that, you're saying you felt emotional because you did that much damage to him. That's the nature of this sport. And most people listening to that have been thinking you're mad for feeling emotional about busting somebody up like that because his intentions were to do that to you.
yeah, of course, like his tension, like I think his intention obviously is to knock me out as well. But the fight against Sergio Lipnes, I looked at him afterwards and I was like, I felt bad. But this one, I felt really more bad because it was only 3 rounds. You know what I mean? And his eye and everything, like it was just it's emotional.
I think you're half having a laugh at that. I don't know if you've been serious about that or not.
Serious, wallah. I was like,
Now, see, he thought he was joking around and started laughing about it. Bro, it's serious. He a fighter and he know what he did to him. He like, no jokes. I fucked cuz up. Salute to you, Teach. What is good with you? He over there like, I didn't know if you're joking. No, he ain't joking. You know what he did to him. He seen him in the hospital.
I was like upset. Trust me, I was upset. It hurts me because when you go to a sport like that, you got a family, you got kids and everything. Like, look at Fabio Woolley as well. Like, I was upset that he was like that. So, all the boxers out there, I respect them for going into the ring. I respect every single person that puts their life in the ring. Like, either way, you can die in the ring, you can come out with cuts and bruises. But you know what it is? I put my hats off to every single boxer.
Well, credit to you for feeling like that. And before the fight, I was lucky enough to be in Hamza Shiraz's changing room.
Do it. I think Hassan rang me one day. He's like, I think you should do the Michael Jackson theme.
Hold up.
What's going to happen now? If I can get a fight with Delgado, the
Yeah.
IBF world title, bring it on. I want him. But if I can get the fight, I'm pretty sure Persilov is fighting Delgado, but I don't think no one wants to have that fight because there's not a lot of money involved with it. If I can get a fight with the IBF, that would be great.
One of the mad things about this fight was Teofimo Lopez, who went 12 rounds with Steve Claggett. He predicted that he'd win on a majority decision, which basically means it was going to be a very close fight, and one judge was going to give it to him or maybe give it a draw. It was obviously nowhere near that. So that's probably a massive compliment. Somebody like Teofimo saying that you're not going to do what you did to him.
To be fair, look, let's see. Like I said to my dad, look, Teofimo is not like me. I've got the speed and power, but I think he's dominated at the lightweight division, but super lightweight. Put my hats off, and he has done it.
I'm just chancing my luck. I doubt he'll answer, but just in case he does answer, it'd be awesome to get Teofimo on the call. But
I've got a lot of respect for him, but I'm gonna say to him, like, I can't believe you actually thought I'm gonna win on a majority decision, but I did that. So, but I still got respect for him because he thought I was gonna win. But you know what? Dalton Smith said to me that I was going to knock him out or stop him. Thank you, Dalton Smith, for saying that. But I appreciate it. Yeah.
Dalton's pretty good with his predictions. I asked Hamza the other week about the flags. I think it's the first time I've seen you use a Pakistan flag. Obviously, you're proud of both your British and Pakistani heritage. Must have been nice to be able to represent that tonight.
I don't think it's much more he said. But he actually, when he talked about fighting it's another interview. I don't think I saved it. But bro got a boxing IQ. Like, he's not dumb. He really smart. And you could tell by how he fights, he's really smart in the ring too. You feel me? Salute to Judah Ben Israel in the building. TV, what is good with you, sir? Definitely appreciate you coming through here. I don't think I got everybody. Yeah. Salute to you, 2 Cents. What is good with you, Queen? Definitely appreciate you coming through. Hold up. Gregory X, what is good with you? Long time, man. I hope all is well with you, sir. Definitely appreciate you coming through. Hold up. Rosia, what is good with you? Shakur's guard dog got embarrassed, bro. Salute to you, Lone Star. Been listening for a while now and get ready for church. Be well. Definitely appreciate you for coming through the Lord's Day edition. Definitely appreciate you. Azim's a good boxer for sure. He got thumped, man. Did you see the thumpers? Oh my goodness, bro got I'm telling you, the people at 140 got an issue. I don't know if they know what's going on with Adam, but they better find out. Because the backing is strong with them over there in the UK, especially if they think they can bring some money to a fight. Adam fuck around and get what he want. You know what I mean? He mess around and fight Delgado for that title, and that shit would be good. Delgado's a come forward fighter too with some nice hands. So that'll be a good fight. I'm liking the way Adam Azim fights. Y'all need to check him out if you haven't, because he's looking better and better. He looked very, very skinny on that weigh-in, though. I have to admit, bruh's a big dude at 140. He's big for 140, bruh. I'm not gonna forget to say that part. Bruh look like he can be at 147 if he really wanted to. So him versus Keyshawn would be a good fight, in my opinion. It'll be a good one. Now, I wanted to ask some questions about the Boots versus Xander fight, man. What happens after Boots beats Xander? You feel me? Who calls him out? Who does he fight next? How long would it take for the unification or undisputed fight at 154 to actually happen? Is Xander moving up after this fight, or is it a rematch? I got questions. I just got some questions. Which fight you watching right now? Delgado's a lazy fighter. Sometimes. Okay, I like that eye. Okay, sometimes he's a lazy fighter. Yeah, he looked drained. You seen that? He is huge. The bruh big. He's big for the weight class. Boots versus Fondora. Yes. Now let me bring the boxing joint back up here, the rankings back up here, so we can take a look at it together. Hold up. Now, we talking about 54, okay? This is 154 right here. The champions of IBF is Josh Kelly. WBA is Xander Zayas. And Boots got the interim, which is going to happen right damn now. And both of his titles is on the line, correct? Now, I need a yes in the chat. Xander's both of WBA and the WBO, both of his titles is on the line versus Boots Ennis. And you got the WBC, Sebastian Fondora. And I don't know what's going on with Virgil Ortiz right now. He is out. He's not boxing. Something's going on with his whole shit and his team and suing or whatever in the courts. So you just got after this fight happened, if both of these titles is on the line, Boots Ennis will have the WBO and the WBA. It will be 2 more fights to make for undisputed, and it will be Josh Kelly for the IBF and the WBC Fondora. What y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking? You understand me? Yes, both of the titles is on the line. Both of them is on the line. Devin Haney, since they say Boots ducking, I'm not even, whoever said that, I'm not listening to it. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I ain't trying to hear nothing when it comes to him ducking Devin. No, I'm not trying to hear none of that. No, absolutely not. Now, 154 though. I think he's gonna beat Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas is my guy, but I'm no fool. I think he's gonna beat Xander Zayas. You know what I'm saying? So what's gonna happen after that? It's my first question. I really think he shouldn't fuck around. You understand me? I don't think he should fuck around. I think he should immediately call out the other fighters right after beating Xander Zayas. He should call out Josh Kelly and Fondora. See who bite next. Because I know one thing, that guy Charlo, he's going to be calling out Boots after he win. Whoever win the fight, he's going to be calling out everybody. I'm telling you, y'all. Charlo's going to be calling out everybody left and right. It's going to happen. It's going to be some people calling out Boots, in my opinion. So that's my second question. Who calls him out? Charlo. Jamal Charlo is going to call out. Jamel Charlo is going to call out Boots after he beats Xander Zayas, after he get them 2 titles. And who does he fight next? Now, it depends. I don't think Josh Kelly would jump at the opportunity to fight Boots, but I don't think Fondora is scared either. Like, and people might be like, hell yeah, he is. I don't think he is. I don't think he is. And I would really want the Fondora fight to be the undisputed fight, but I can see him challenging Boots before Josh Kelly. What do y'all think about that? And how long for the but we can get an undisputed fight at 154 next year, y'all. It's possible. We can get this joint next year. I don't really know what Xander's doing. Maybe y'all can tell me first before I put my brain to the situation. Is there a rematch clause? Is there a rematch clause? That's what I need to know. Salute to you, Big Tony. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you coming through here. Definitely appreciate you coming through here. Everybody hit the like button, please. Just say Boots about to make a Harlem Globetrotter real. Extra entire 154 division is on edge now that Boots Ennis is in mention. Do you think that Charlo won't call him out? Let's talk about that. Y'all think Charlo won't call out Boots after this fight? Y'all think Charlo won't be in the building? Huh? These ads be coming through the wrong time. Brother, ads is on. I thought I turned that shit off. They ask you that now. Whoever's in charge of that shit, they ask you that now. I need to turn that shit off. Hold up, bro. It's gonna mess up my program. I'm gonna turn it off though. What I'm looking at right now on my phone. I'm gonna turn it off. Approximately 175 is going to stall out Benavidez again. Apparently but I can't even fucking see. Oh shit. What the hell did I just do? Oh shit. Apparently 175 is going to stall out Benavidez again. We're getting the trilogy in Russia later this year. Oh shit. Why do you keep messing with Benavidez, bro? This shit is irritating. Josh Kelly and Boots is a nice scrap too because of the styles, but Boots killed. He got dropped in the fight where he got the title. I think dude dropped him and shit. He was hurt a little bit. Don't be calling out pump fake and take that damn fight. Yeah, you better do. He got to do something. Has to be undisputed. Yeah, I think that's what I want. I want that to be the undisputed fight for real, for real. You gotta have it, right? Salute to you, 503 line. What is popping with you? Hold on, let me get my live back up on my phone. See, I was trying to, as soon as I hit the button to turn that thing off, everything went off on my phone like shit. Get back right. Okay. A salute to you. Say Xander ain't gonna want to reinstate the rematch clause after what? So it is a rematch clause. That's what I'm asking. Boots was asked already. Is there no rematch clause? Okay. I'm gonna turn it off. Give me a second. He definitely called him out. Which the lion eats. Yeah, he did. He did call him out. And that's it. The lion was eating everything. He had a fish in his mouth. He had a boot in his mouth. Shit. I still feel Mel will call him out, but Boots will dominate. Yeah, but you see it happening though. Tell me how good that fight will be. What? That fight would be good, yo. Like, what's his name? Charlo was big. Charlo got size to him like Xander did. Charlo big. He not a real small guy like that for real. He got some height, I should say. He got a little bit of size to him too. Boots about to have his best highlights on Xander. It's gonna look real good. And I like Xander. That's my guy, but you gotta keep it real. Boots not fighting from Benavidez. He gonna catch COVID like Canelo. Don't say that. We better get that fight. We better. Salute to you. Definitely appreciate you coming through, Queen. She said just saying hi. It's been a while. Definitely been a little minute. Definitely appreciate you coming through here, Queen. Yo, son, please tell him, Lord. Melis swollen. He got a decent jab. What? Not too good, man. I think that would be a good fight. Just because Mel don't go out like no chump. Has Mel been dropped? No. Like he ain't gonna go out like no chump. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about to be. If they fight each other, I want to see Charlo fight everybody. I'm not even fronting. I want to see Charlo fight damn near all the names in 154. I want to see it. I think Charlo is nice. I've seen a couple of his some footage. He threw a little, it was just 2 jabs and the right hook, but he threw both of the jabs while he was moving forward. And you like, bro, it was just the way he did it. The shit was smooth. A lot of people, they'll take one step when they move. I mean, when they double jab and throw the right hand, or maybe they'll take a double step, like they'll just move they front foot twice and just step twice. No, that's not what I'm talking about. He moved both of his feet twice. His left and right moved at the same time once, and then again when he doubled up the jab. And then he moved again when he threw the right and then ended up on the side of the trainer. Bruh, he is the footwork with the power shots that he's throwing. It looks beautiful. Absolutely. Absolutely beautiful. At 154 is not that many people with his athletic ability and pop. Don't forget, ain't nobody but Tony beat him at 154. And he came back and beat Tony. You feel me? Like I think he looks great. Like if you need to go look at him watch him or look at him hit the pads. Like he looks great. He absolutely looks good, man. He's not Canelo dropped him, but somebody at 154, they ain't really do nothing to him. You feel me? Them people at 154, not Canelo. But you're right, Canelo did drop him. Facts. No, Ash, I really want Mel and Fondor because Mel would demolish Fondor. I want to see that too. But even if I think Mel still want to fight Fondor, even if he take a loss, he probably still gonna fight him eventually. It's gonna happen. 154, they're gonna mix it up if they stay there at that weight class. In my opinion, I think Cordina is better than Noakes. That leads me to believe that this fight is going to be competitive. I think Noakes hits harder than Cordina, but I think Cordina has a better boxing IQ and better footwork than Noakes. So yes, it'll be a good fight. Real good fight. What's that? Let me see. No rematch clause.
You don't know. Or you're not gonna say anything. I don't know. I don't know what they got going on.
Xander, how do you, bro? That's crazy for Xander not on this fight.
Why is a waste of Xander?
You ain't got a rematch clause on this fight. That tells you a lot right there. That tells you a lot. That tells you basically, yo, shit, motherfucker, you were my edge. Hey, I don't even want to try to get my straps back for real. That's what it tells me in 4K. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what it tells me.
Yo, all right. If that's the case, salute to Don Drickham in the building. What is good with you? I believe they kind of on the same level. They just got 2 different fighting styles. Bet. Yeah, both of them UK fighters, right? Yeah. Right. That was funny, right? Salute to Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you coming in the build on. If there's no rematch clause, bro, then maybe. And this is his last weight. You said that y'all said this is his last fight with Top Rank. And he got both his titles on the line, and he chose to fight Boots. I've heard a rumor going around that is he going to go to Zuffa? So, bro, maybe he knew he was going to lose. So, and because he's going to Zuffa, you can't take your titles with you anyway. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe he knew he was going to lose, and so it was no need for a rematch clause. I'm going to have this fight, and I'm going to go to Zuffa. Hopefully that's not true. Hopefully that's not, really facts. But okay. We have the interview now. Hold on, wait. Let me see. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to say about this, y'all. After he get both of these titles, y'all see what it is. You see what it is. You got Brandon Adams is going to be his Brandon Adams, Rashid Ellis, Speedy Ellis, or whatever. Tim Tszyu, some dude named Bakery. You know what I'm saying? Tellez, which is nice. He's nice. And I think he just lost, though. Didn't he just lose? And then, yeah, Brandon Adams again. Like, that's all that's really ranked in the top 4 or 5. Madrimov. And I would like to see Madrimov versus everybody as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's Baccaram or whatever. I want to see him versus everybody. Like, these people just need to mix it up. I think Brandon Adams may be a small bit of a wild card. If somebody sleep on him versus Brandon Adams, can spark you in a damn fight for real. Tim Tszyu might be past it, but I want to see everybody mix it up. You feel me? Charlo isn't even ranked on this joint right now. I don't know why. Even when I go up to 160, I don't see Charlo ranked. He need to get a fight. That's what I've been saying. That's probably why he's not ranked. Charlo need to get a fight and get up on this board. You feel me? Because he's nice, and I want to see what he's gonna do for real. Now, I want to talk about. I want to play this video, this interview of Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield Jr. It's a long interview. I'm gonna try not to stop it so many times, but I'm definitely gonna say what I need to say about Cat, because he be tripping. And like I said, they did a bunch of interviews. This is just the one I'm gonna be playing.
At least we hope. Title challenger, Floyd Schofield, and of course his dad, Floyd Schofield Sr. How you guys been doing?
Be good. Good.
Cool. Well, look, we're coming up. It's what, May 25th, Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to you. But we're like coming up on almost a year since your last fight. How is this year off, I guess, kind of been? Has it been frustrating, or has it been kind of nice to get a little bit of a break?
I'm not gonna lie, it has been nice to get a little bit of a break. I do wish I was a little bit more active, at least having. Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm just looking.
Nah, because you're trying to make me laugh.
No, I'm not. I'm
Okay.
just looking.
So I just think I would like to be a little more active, like at least having that JoJo Diaz fight. But I think my body needed the rest, because I've been at it since I turned pro. I don't even think I've had more than probably when I got this cut against Rhodes. That was probably like I had 3 months off out of the gym and the surgery. But besides that, like, I haven't had a break like this. So it was good to get my body back feeling good. I've been sparring, been in the gym, as y'all can see. So nothing's really changed as far as that. So I'm just ready to go.
Yeah, I was about to say it had to at least been somewhat nice just to have. I mean, you said since you've been pro, but honestly, since you've been a kid, really, right? I mean, you guys, I know once you start, I mean, there is no downtime. There is no off season in boxing, right?
Right.
So the time off has probably been nice. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you probably got some little extra time with your kid and everything. So that's probably been a lot of fun and whatnot. Even though I'm sure your pops is like, nah, we back in the gym. I'm sure he's been cracking the whip on you. So
The time off wasn't our fault. It was I had to get lawyers to go after the WBA to get this title shot. Either way, whether Tank gonna take it or not, that title is ours. So regardless, we fighting for the title because Tank haven't fought in a year and a half. After Kid won the title, Tank was supposed to fight Kid legally in October. All the stuff that they doing was a manipulation of the Ali Act It was like, so I had to get lawyers and do this. So they kept pushing the date back. Is this date? Then we don't know who you fighting. He's a champion in recess. No, we gave him the belt back. Like we was going through that. So we had to get things settled, and now it's settled. So if the champion want to challenge us for his belt, fine and dandy. If he don't, we're gonna fight somebody else for the belt. So,
well, let's jump right into that. It's actually what I wanted to talk to you about was obviously the WBA has officially mandated the fight, right? Gervonta Davis versus Floyd Schofield. I believe you guys have a certain period of time where you can negotiate the fight, and then it like goes to purse bid. So where are we at officially since that announcement has been made? I mean, has there been talks? Has there been discussions? Have you heard from anyone?
Hey, my bad. I forgot I was on mute. Salute, Mr. Sharp. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you coming in the building.
Other than just that announcement?
No, they're in talks right now. They got to be in talks because if the promoters got 28 days to make the fight or go into purse bid. Regardless, we fighting for the title, no matter which way anybody want to look at it. So it's now they got to work out a deal. I did my part. I had to go over their heads. I had to really like get it in federal court type stuff. So
what did you do? Like, what did you do to kind of force that to happen? I mean, did it not happen naturally, or did you actually have to take some steps?
No, we had to take steps from the bylaws. First, I read their bylaws. I knew what the WBA, what they had to abide by federally, what they had to abide by. So within 9 months, Tank was supposed to defend against Kid after Kid was number one. At Kid, it's been a year and a half. So I had to send
Pay attention to what he's saying. It's been a year and a half.
A petition to the WBA and Golden Boy, letting them know, make this happen. They ignored like they do. Then I had to take it to the next level where it goes into federal court. Now the judge was going to rule for the same damn thing, whether they did or not. And then I could have sued the WBA for not.
You hear what he said? He said they ignored it. He ain't talking about Tank right now. He's talking about the WBA. Just listen to what he's saying.
Mandate in the fight because now you violated the law. But most people don't understand that there's laws in boxing and y'all have rights. A champion can't just do that and bounce and pull this one up from 130 to fight him and I'm gonna go fight at 140. You the champion. You gotta abide by rules and regulations. So that's all that was. I had to call them on their own laws.
Salute Blaze, pound for pound.
And so we here, and I commend the WBA because they at least stood there 10 toes down and followed their own rules and regulations and mandated the fight. Yeah, Tank is their cash cow. Yeah, they would have preferred to sit back, let him have a $40 million fight and they get 3%, but they stood as fair. And right now, all the belts need to stand fair if they don't want Zuffa to take over them. So, so I commend them on that, making that good move.
So I mean, like you said previously, obviously they have to be talking, but are they actually? Talking, do you know that Oscar, Golden Boy, whoever, Eric, whoever handles the business, do you know if they have had contact with PBC to try and put this fight together, or you're not sure yet?
Trust me, they were on that phone already. They was already in preliminaries before the ruling came. They was already negotiating. So Tank didn't say he didn't want this fight. Trust me, they were on that phone already. They was already in preliminaries before the ruling came. They was already negotiating. So Tank didn't say he didn't want this fight. negotiating. So Tank didn't say he didn't want this fight. Right now,
Bruh,
they're in
I was on
negotiations.
mute
They
this
seeing,
whole
I guess, if they
time.
can meet the demand for
God
how much he's
damn.
gonna possibly ask for, and we're gonna go from there.
I was on mute this whole time. But y'all heard him? Y'all heard him? Slew 2 cents. Y'all heard him? Didn't he say that? Let him say it again. There's no reason for the man to say that Tank is scared of him, because I was on mute this whole time. There's no reason for him to really be acting like Tank is scared of his son if he know that Tank never said he did not need to say that to the camera. He didn't have to say that. Tank never said he didn't want to fight. Ain't no need for him to say that if he really think that Tank is scared of his son.
Preliminaries before the ruling came. They was already negotiating. So Tank didn't say he didn't want this fight. Right now, they're in negotiations. They seeing, I guess, if they can meet the demand for how much he's gonna possibly ask for, and we're gonna go from there. We waiting on the contract. That's all we waiting.
2 whole damn minutes, right? 2 whole minutes I was sitting over this motherfucker. Salute to you, Dark Cat. Salute to you, Dark Cat. What is good with you? Yes, I was over here running my mouth and y'all couldn't hear a thing. But yes, for the people in the back, because you know how Floyd Schofield Sr. get down. He gonna talk greasy, and then once a fighter say something to him, he gonna back up off that. The energy gonna change. That's what he did. This man scared that his son. He's scared for his son to fight Mr. Gary Russell, but you want us to believe that Tank is scared of your son. You feel me? Like, that's what you've been pushing this whole time. Well, Tank said he'll never fight him or whatever. You've been saying the same shit about Shakur. He had to fight, and then y'all just couldn't fight. And I understand you pulled out the toxic. I'm not even going to get into that right now. But you, sir, you can't say both can't be true, bro. You know damn well Tank ain't scared of your son, or you wouldn't say this shit. There's no need. There's no reason that you would say this shit if Tank's scared of your son.
So.
And it's been a year and a half. It's been a year and a half since what? Since he's been the mandatory, or since he was supposed to fight Kid Austin? Which one?
Tank didn't say he didn't want this fight.
Tank didn't say he didn't want.
Negotiations. They seeing, I guess, if they can meet the demand for how much he's gonna. So Tank didn't say he didn't want this fight. So Tank didn't say he didn't want this fight. So Tank didn't say he didn't want this fight. Right now, they're in negotiations. They seeing, I guess, if they can meet the demand for how much he's gonna possibly ask for, and we're gonna go from there. We waiting on the contract. That's all we waiting on.
So you think Tank is actually okay with the fight? And I only ask because I know there's been a little bit of communication between you guys and Tank, right? I guess he hasn't been liking the AI videos that you guys have been posting.
Oh no, people don't understand. I do the marketing and everything to building this product. So I'm just showing the young boxers how they can market themselves, how they could do things without it. Because we do ours independently. We a contractor. We hired Golden Boy to do our fights. We was already throwing fights. So I'm trying to show young boxers how to be the boss and eat off the real table, not just in the ring. So it doesn't matter if he's upset. Like, people say, Tank ain't gonna fight you. All right, let's see if the judge say that then. Or either he gotta vacate this belt. So it don't matter what he want. It's business. Right. And I hope that some of these boxers learn business. Even if they watch the steps we took, they will see the steps to handle this business of boxing, because there's wolves out there. If you want to keep your money, you better learn the business and the laws.
Smart founders know something.
Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy, right? He think that because he's an older man, bruh. Young kids is doing this AI shit, bro. He acting like it's something. Kids is getting down in AI. Look at his face. He's like, yeah, I do. He started smiling. He started moving his hands and getting close. He adjusted in his seat. Yeah, I do no marketing. I'm here. I'm market. I'm making it all. We are contractors. Yeah, and that's why you want that promotional money, because y'all are contractors.
Of the AI, or forget that. What did you think when you first saw the AI? Both of you guys, like Kid, when you saw that first video of you guys being all old.
Salute, Ishmael.
Old. and still trying to get the fight. Like, did you laugh? Or did you come up with that?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I love what my dad is doing. Like, it's clever, and it, like, you know, a lot of people will say like, "Hey, you gotta poke the bear," like, because Tank is not really on social media like that. But I'm not easy like to it. Like, I didn't find it amusing, but I found
No.
like,
You didn't like seeing yourself looking old?
no, it's just not like, it's just certain stuff I find funny.
Mhm.
If I don't find it funny, I don't find it
He
funny.
didn't understand it at first.
But
Really?
I knew what my dad was doing as far as the business side, and that part I like, because I'm like, okay, like, because to me it's like it's cheesy because I know what AI is. Now
Right.
my dad, he's just getting into AI, so he all on board. He bought the membership, creating crazy videos. He like, yo, Floyd, come look at this. So it's not like y'all see. I see all his ideas that he's creating. So I'm like, all right, dad,
Right.
okay, put it out, whatever. But I like the fact that he was able to, hey, get attention through the
Right.
AI, the business side. So I commend him for that. Just like I said, like, I choose to find what's funny, you know.
Right. You was
I
probably
tell you.
looking at him. You was probably looking at him like, look at my old man trying to play
Hold
with
that
these
up
young
front.
man toys.
At first, he was like that. Once he seen how many clicks and views it got,
I will say I
he
only
was like, "Oh, snap back!"
no.
I'm trying to tell him.
Tell me I'm like, I only laughed at one, and I think it was the one.
We ain't talking about your laughing. We talking about how well did it reach the community?
No, reach well.
No, that's not what they're talking
It
about.
was smart as far as the business. I choose to if I tell you a joke,
No, the question was about if he found it funny. It was a dumb question, bruh. And the man asked your son if he found it funny. That is what it's about. You took the shit over and started talking about you being a marketing genius and shit.
I expect you to laugh. If you don't laugh, we got a problem.
All know you got a weird sense of humor. Everybody understand that now.
Are you having more input into it now, kid? Are you like, all right, if you're gonna do this, then let me put my input into it?
He don't care about none of this.
Don't.
All he want to do is fight in the ring, literally play video games and go in the ring, knock somebody's head off. He don't care none. I had to do this since he was a kid. This whole online thing, because I understand it. He don't understand it. I understand I could reach the world and I don't need no promoter, no boss, or nothing.
And that's why you don't have one.
So now he's starting to get it, and I'm teaching him the business now. Whenever he want to sit
like
there
that.
and learn it,
which will be.
See, so that people say, "My dad don't," because he won't do it, y'all. He won't post it on social media.
A lot of people don't understand. Like my Instagram that we have, it was my Instagram at first. I had like 200 followers. Then my dad took over because he's like, bro, like this is like just boring. Like so, like I just hated being on camera. You know, when I was younger, so I never really wanted to do Instagram. That wasn't my whole motto. I just like fighting.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, it's work to do Instagram. It's work. Like it's extra. I don't like doing Instagram because it's extra work. I'm like, I don't even care. Just go to my YouTube channel, check it there. But it is work, so I definitely get that. But it was successful. You were able to poke the bear, right? The bear reached out and got a little upset. So Tank sent you a message about it?
Yeah, Tank called me like some type of bitch, female, something like that. And so to me, that's good. It means I'm doing my job very well. But forget poking the bear. I blew his ass out the water once we got the lawyers and all that other stuff. Now what? Now you got to fight us and give us that belt. So he could poke and go to like that Twitter sin stuff. But mine is more of action, like boom, now what? So y'all can play games if y'all want online, but let's get in the ring. Why Tank so scared to get in the ring?
That's what I'm saying.
I've been saying for years, Tank is not going to get in the ring with Kid.
So which one is it? I wish I had the Floyd Mayweather joint. I would play it so loud. So which one is it? All right. Is Tank scared to get in the ring? Or did he ever say he did not want the fight? And you over here bitching about what the WBA is going to allow to fucking happen while you say out your motherfucking shiny ass head mouth. You said it out your mouth. Oh, well, yeah, sure, they would love for Tank to take a $40 million fight and them get 3%. You're admitting it to us, bruh. Y'all ain't worth a pot to piss in, and you know it. That's why the WBA ain't fucking sanctioning shit or pushing nothing, and that's why Tank just don't want to take the pay cut and fight your son. So you had to do what you had to do to make it necessary for Tank to step in the ring for you. But how long did it take you to do it, my G? How long have your son been the mandatory? I've been hearing about this shit for a good 3 years solid. That he is the son, he's the mandatory of Gervonta Davis. You could have been pushed this shit and went to the federal whatever the fuck. You could have been did it. You could have been did this shit. That's why I don't believe nothing that neither one of y'all be saying about the past and you sparring when kid was young and all this other shit about Abdullah Mason. That's why I don't believe you. Because what's taking you so long to actually do some shit? Why your son lips be so tight and you be talking? Like you fought Abdullah Mason or some shit. Like you was training with fucking Gervonta Davis. No, your son ain't popping it the way you popping it, son. You over there twerking and your son is looking in every fucking direction. I just don't understand it. It don't make any sense. Which one is it? Is he scared? Or back when I timestamped it 5 minutes and 45 seconds into the video, your ass was saying Tank wants to fight, basically. He never said he didn't want to fight. Never? He never said that shit? Ever? Bro? So why are you acting like he's scared and you know damn well it's because y'all ain't money. There's no money in y'all and fighting y'all. That's you just said that shit out your mouth. Nobody had to say it, but you fucking said that shit. Of course, they would want Tank to have a 40. You said $40 fucking million. You said, of course, they would want to have 3%. Why? So why right now are you acting like Tank's the one that's scared? What the fuck is going on? What's going on? It's hard to believe a guy that drops out of a fight last minute. But I think it's easy money for Tank. It's easy money, but it's not $40 million according to him. He's saying this shit out of his mouth. He said that shit. He brung up them numbers. He said that's why the fight, that's why he had to do this, that, and the third. He is saying this shit. They asked him what he had to do, and that's what he said out of his mouth. Which one is it, bruh? Stop acting like somebody's scared of this, bruh. Ain't nobody scared of him. That's why he don't got no resume.
That Tank is scared to get in the ring with Kid. Kid was
because y'all contractors.
Stop him. Everybody capping. He capping. Now we here. Tank has the opportunity.
You know how many times somebody said they beat up Tank and then it came to show that it was bullshit, or they fought each other and Tank beat them up. Quote say Frank Martin, bro, you got the same build as Frank. You're gonna get knocked out the same as Frank. You act like that shit is it's something going on with it. No, he never. This dude right here trained with Tank. He never sparred Tank. You know how many people talk about what they did, this, that, and third, and sparring with Tank, and it come out to be some bullshit. And sparring is, listen, when you come to a fighter that got one punch knockout punch power under the lights with no headgear and them 7, 8, 9 or whatever ounce gloves they got on, when you sparring in the ring, they're not doing that for no money. This is practice. Number one, and number two, it's a shot that he could have hit you with in sparring, and that would have been the end of a real fight without the protective gear and the fat ass pillows on your hand. Fighters act like they don't know that shit. You fucking know it. You just want the money. You think you can look good at a certain period of time, yeah, but he's going to hit me. And it might be lights out, but I'm going to get paid. That's the bottom line when it comes to a lot of these fighters that be talking this shit when it comes to Tank Davis. And you're no different. You need more people, especially with your with your father over there talking for you, and nobody else is sharing this thought process but him. Nobody else was in the gym at any point in time and see Kid Austin run off and beat Abdullah Mason ass. You didn't run off and beat Devin Haney's ass like you said. You beat Shakur's ass, and you was outdoing Tank and sparring. Nobody's agreeing to this shit and training. Nobody's agreeing to it. It's just him saying this shit. And this dude saying, oh yeah, maybe yes, maybe that, and looking at him funny while he telling stories.
He'll make like 10 to 15 million. So it's like, and if Kid is that inexperienced in green, there should be no problem. An easy fight, easy millions. So if Tank don't sign us in the contract, then y'all know what I said was exact on point.
Do you think he'll make that much, like 10 to 15 million? Like, do you think he'll make that much? I mean, what would it be a paper? Do they even do pay-per-view fights anymore? Like, I don't even, would this be a turkey paid for type of
You don't
thing?
understand the chess move. It's all chess, brother. It's all
okay.
chess.
Okay.
It's coming up September 19th.
Nothing now. Nothing's coming up September 19th.
But sooner or later, Floyd gonna have that fight.
Oh, September 25th. I got you. So Floyd and Pacquiao. Yep.
Right. Wouldn't that be a great co-main? It's on Netflix. They got the budget.
No, they don't. No, they
there.
don't. No, they don't.
You think Netflix got the budget to put up that?
I think that, first of all, well, I got some inside information on that. So no, I
tell me.
Wait, can we even be talking about this though?
I mean,
I don't know. Could we be talking about it?
I'm just saying, like,
I mean, I can talk about it. I know what I can talk about. I just don't think I know how much they will have to pay Floyd to do the fight, and I know how much they will have to pay Manny to do the fight, and I just don't think there's any money left over to pay anyone else.
Oh, y'all missed in the rest of the bags. What about the sponsorship money? What about the commercial money? What about all?
Well, that I already know.
But listen,
fighters won't have any access to that money with Netflix.
Regardless, it would have to go on the purse bid, and Tank minimum is 15 million.
But that's what I'm saying. If it goes to purse bid, who's going to bid on it?
But still, you never know. Everybody, we wouldn't know. I don't want to put names out there because I would say my promoter gonna bid on it. You know, I would believe in my promoter, and we can't say anything otherwise. Number one, I don't care if Turkey bid on it. But the thing is that the fight will get made, and the fight and the belt will be ours. So it's on them to.
Bruh, they are wishing on a star. That's what the fuck y'all are doing. To find out who you motherfuckers are. That's what y'all doing. Salute to Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more in the building. What is good with you? Salute to you, young man. The co-main at a Manny, like, bro, what is y'all talking about? Y'all talking about sharing funds and splitting funds and finding funds for after Manny Pacquiao? You're, bro. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure about the financial part of it, but I think it's an easy fight for Tank, especially if Kid don't use his jab. Kid is not ready for no damn Tank. Go look at his resume, and I don't care. Make the fight. I mean, that's the first thing I was going to say. I was going to make a video about this, and the first thing I was going to say is make the fight. Make it. Man, you've been the mandatory for all this time. You going to courts and stuff like that. Make the fight. I'm trying to hear shit. Make it. And he need a little tune up when he come back. Make the fight.
Figure it out.
I don't know if that, and this is the reason why I asked, because I know Tank does have an expectation for his salary, right? Like, I know he has an expectation. You say 10 to 15 million, it's probably more than that, but let's call it 15 million, right? If it goes to purse bid, I don't think your promoter would bid on it unless your promoter is getting money from a Turkey or from DAZN, right? Same thing with PBC. I don't think PBC would bid on it because I don't think they really have the money. They would prefer to just go straight to pay-per-view and not give you guys a guarantee. So that makes it difficult. So that's why I'm just trying to say, all right.
You got to think about this point for us. Still win. Whatever they give Tank, that's on them. We still making millions. And we still getting that belt.
Oh, you're
that's what I'm saying. For us, that's on them to figure that shit out.
Yeah.
Still walk away with about 3 million, and we still getting that belt. So I did my part. Checkmate.
I think you guys are in the perfect position because you don't have to do anything. You just have to sit back and wait to be told, all right, this is who you're fighting for the title. So I guess having said that's kind of what I was going to get to is, what's more important for you guys, or what's more important for you, Kid? Is it to get the title, or is it to fight Tank? Because, I mean, obviously, I know you would want both, but
I asked this same question yesterday, and that's a great question. I think after I had to open my eyes and see the politics of boxing, I won't say it's rigged, but in a sense, it's like almost.
What's good with you, Rick Timms? What's popping with you?
Favoritism to a point. And at the end of the day, growing up, when you see the belts, We're seeing the old generation. We want the belts, the undisputed, all that. That's fine, but those are trophies at the end of the day. Trophies don't pay the bills. I mean, it will leave you legacy. It shows your kids, hey, I earned this, I earned this, and that. But boxing is a deadly sport. Anything can happen in boxing. And what if I have or someone has a fight where they don't make it out the same?
Glad you took it off of you.
Yeah. What are they gonna leave their kids? A belt or a couple mils? So like I want to fight the guy who's that guy, that boogeyman. Because if I fight him, it wouldn't even have to be for a world title. I'd knock him out the way.
That's real legacy.
That's legacy itself. I won't ever probably have to fight for a title again. Of course, I would have to keep stepping up in competition, but I would never have to fight for a title
So
again.
what's up in competition past Javante?
Bruh, he's basically saying he want to fight Tank Davis because of money. And after Tank Davis, it don't matter. It basically nothing, not that much matters because I'll be able to have that money.
After you knock Javante or what? Shakur with 11
I only
knockouts?
put Tank at the
Mason with his chin. It ain't
because
nobody.
He said Shakur with 11 knockouts and Abdullah Mason with his chin. There's nobody at. Listen to his dad.
The skill set, the patience, the skills,
The
and power. I think he's at the top because he's a fighter that could possibly end someone's career. I mean, he literally ended Hector Garcia's career, broke his eyes.
He could end somebody's life in there. Tank got that real dynamite.
So I put him at the very top as far as the competition, and that's no disrespect to all the other great fighters out there. I just think from the eye test, he's the most deadly fighter out there. I mean, I would rather much, if I had a choice, be punched by Devin than Tank if I had to be punched. So I mean, like I said, there's no disrespect, but I think
Devin gonna take that. He gonna be heartbroken, man. I don't know
when
why
I
you bring up Devin.
When I get to
Why
47,
y'all-
he can get it too. Anyway, yeah, you're right.
Is Devin?
He said when I get up there, he can get it too. And paused and was like, "You're right."
Devin would turn around and have a video about
allegedly.
like that.
Allegedly, I would rather be punched by Devin if I had to. Allegedly.
I don't get punched. That's the goal, not to get punched. Period. They don't understand. That's boxing. I don't care how hard Tank hit. He got a hit.
The goal is not to get punched. They just dabbed on it. All right.
Well, it sounds like when it comes to legacy, it sounds like it's the names that are a little more valuable than the actual title. Would that be true or?
Yeah, now because of social media. This ain't like back in the day where you needed the belts because you wanted to get on TV. Now TV is in your hand. And it's a popularity contest. Like Ryan Garcia didn't have a belt, but made way more than anybody else in fights that wasn't even title fights. So, and then, see, I don't want to sound like I'm on turkey inside. So I got to be careful on this one. But to me, you paying 3% to promote somebody's brand. You're not getting paid by that brand to promote that like a company.
Sanction.
You're actually paying them. So I'm bigging y'all up and I got to pay y'all to big y'all up instead of me wearing y'all belt and y'all paying me to carry y'all strap. So it's just like to me, and then they dictate who you fighting. To me, it's a form of slavery. I got to pay you and you going to tell me who I'm fighting and I have no say over it. All I could do is like what Tank is about to go through now. It's like,
Gladiator.
Well, but then I gotta, from a fighter standpoint, though, that's how it should be. Now, I'm not saying 3% is 3%. If you make it millions, 3% is a lot. But of course, they do have to get paid because they're an organization. They have to pay their employees.
Hold on. And this my girl, but I gotta keep it real. My name's Ashley's Korner. I'm not 2 cents to this guy right here. Hi. Oh shit. Hold on.
Whatever. But I do think boxing should be brought back to the days where, hey, you got to fight your number one mandatory.
That never happened.
But I'm saying that's how it should be. He earned his way up to get to number one. We forcing you to fight him. That's how it should be. I mean, we shouldn't get to cherry pick whether we want to go through 1 to 10.
But now they manipulate the rankings. That's why none of them their rankings match each other.
I don't know how Gary Russell got up to number 8.
Gary Russell didn't fight nobody in no, he number 3.
No, he number 8.
Number 8. So look, the same way Lucas Body, how the hell he fought people that wasn't even ranked and moved up to get a title shot for Tank's belt. Mason fought number 155. Mason was number 12, moved up to get a title shot. It's like it's so rigged. So when it comes to belt, we don't care about belts no more. We rather fight the biggest names.
Want that money?
That's what people are going to remember when they replay these fights online to watch. They're not going to care what belt you fought for.
So if you know, let's say we get to this, you know, this deadline. I think it's June something for you guys to negotiate. It doesn't happen. Let's say Tank decides, you know what, screw this. I don't want to fight him. I'm going to vacate the title. And you guys, you know, you do get your title shot. I mean, even though that'll be like a win, right? Because you're going to get an opportunity to become a world champion. Will that still be disappointing to not be able to fight Tank?
I know from my dad, no, because he like
go ahead.
My son's gonna be a champion, but for me it is because it's like, hey, I want to fight you. I mean, like I said, belts is cool and all, the money's cool and all. I want the legacy, you know. I mean, it's unfair that I made my way up to the top. Nobody else, the 147, Keyshawn, Devin, Shakur, have even sent a contract push for the fight. But the fact that I'm 23 years old, never been a world champion, and I'm the one trying to fight the boogeyman, get him out the way, I think it's unfair to him to, you know, just be like, you know what, I'm out. Like I worked my way up here to get that legacy fight. And for me, it would be disappointing. You know, I still become a world champion. But that, of course, I get to feed my family off of that. That'd be amazing.
Salute NBA D Nice. What is good with you, sir? Definitely appreciate you coming through. Everybody hit the like button for me.
But I just think I know it would give me my respect in boxing, beating Tank Davis. So, you know, hopefully we can run it.
See, so that's like the younger thing.
He sound like Ryan Garcia. That's what Ryan Garcia said. I know I will get my respect once I beat Gervonta Davis. Yeah. That's when they ask why Tank, why not anybody else. I know I will get my respect, but I bet you sound like Ryan Garcia.
For me, business-wise, hell yeah, you in that title, what? The commercials, we already got the endorsements and commercials now. So it's like, what? Oh, man, you don't know. You make a couple of million outside the ring every quarter without even getting in the fight once you become a champion. So,
no, I do.
That's what they're looking forward to. Both of them looked off in the distance when he said that shit. They look at, because he always say his son got a bunch of endorsements. He's saying once he become a champion, it'll be millions of dollars outside of boxing. That's what he's looking forward to.
It's still important to be able to call yourself a world champion, right? Like, I do think that is part of the legacy. But, you know, to your point, kid, I do think, you know, it's the names. That's what people remember. Nobody ever remembers. I couldn't tell you, you know, what titles that Mike Tyson held. What I can tell you is who he fought. You know, like, that's what people remember. People remember the fights. People remember the names. So I do think that's important. You know, having said that, realistically, what do you think is going to happen? Like, do you put, I know you think like a fighter, kid. You always think, you know, fighter first. So put yourself into Tank's shoes. If you were in Tank's position and had someone like you knocking on your door, someone who you're like, man, who is this guy? Would you actually fight someone like you? Or would you be like, nah, I'm good?
It's an opinion. Because I know me. A lot of people don't know me. They don't know me. They don't know who I am. My dad know me. My team know me. I'm not going to duck someone like me, but I'm going to be a little worried. And I will only be a little worried because, one, I don't care about getting hit. I actually love it. It's to the point where my dad got to calm me down. I mean, I just would advise Tank to take the fight serious. Only because I'm not.
Why are you trying to scare them?
I'm not trying to scare him.
No, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Before anybody
no, I want the best version of Tank.
Believe
I gain.
Let's bring this back just a tad.
At least
serious. Only because I don't care about getting hit.
Yo.
I'm not gonna duck someone like me, but I'm gonna be a little worried. And I will only be a little worried because, one, I don't care about getting hit. I actually love it. It's to the point where my dad got to calm me down. I mean, I just would advise Tank to take the fight serious. Only because I'm not.
Why are you trying to scare him?
I'm not trying to scare him,
It's
but
gonna make him work
but
harder. Shit,
peep
at
though.
least act like you scared him.
But peep though, no, I want the best version of Tank.
Believe he's
I gain nothing if we see we get the fight. Tank is in the clubs and stuff. I gain nothing from that. He loses, they be like, well, Tank was.
So you want
unfocused.
Tank at his best?
I want Tank at his best.
Of course.
And it's
We should. Stop being like that, Hunty.
Now, playing devil
Nah,
advocate,
I don't know why I
that
called
you
you.
might get knocked out.
That's the
They say
thing.
Tank hit hard, brother, and you inexperienced for these uppercuts and these straight lefts.
Come do it. That's all I gotta say. Come do it. But that's cool.
This is what I've been dealing with for years.
'Cause look,
You've been asking for this fight.
But that's good though. That's good though. Like that's the kind of mentality you want a great fighter to have.
I don't fear no man. Every man. I don't know how tall you is, brother. You could be 7 foot. You be 7'5". You bleed how I bleed. You fall how I fall. And my dad always raised me. I mean, at the end of the day, you always gonna lose at something in life. So if you were able to knock me out, which you won't, but if you were able to, you show me a flaw in myself that I gotta fix. Now we can run it back. I gotta do it all over again. It's part of a journey. It's a process. If you expose something on me, that it was God's plan. I mean, I had to fix something in my tool set. But as far as that Tank fight though, I mean,
don't scare the man. It's hard enough trying to get him in the ring now. Y'all don't understand the negotiations, how it's gonna be. Don't scare.
Like I said, my dude, what took you to 2026 if y'all been the mandatory for over 3 years? You could have been did what you did, or hired somebody to do what you did because you didn't know how to do it. Whatever the case may be, it could have been happened years ago. Y'all are picking and waiting your time. And like I said, you said the reason on why Tank didn't take the fight and the reason on why the WBA isn't interested in the fight.
Yeah, Tank, man. Tank already.
But let's not act like he don't know me though.
Let me tell y'all, Tank said out of his own mouth when Floyd was 17. I done told everybody.
Give him the
Tank said he was in Adrian Broner.
And that's a fact. That's a fact. That's what I thought immediately. And that's why you're gonna lose, kid. He don't care about getting hit. Like, bro, that's why your ass is gonna lose. He's not even done. He's gonna explain. They're gonna keep talking about how you're gonna see it. Like Cam J said, like my guy said, in 4K, you're gonna see. They're gonna paint the picture Picasso for you on how he's gonna get knocked out. The more both of these dummies talk, watch.
Tank was 170 pounds. He watched Kid Austin spar. This professional Russian guy who was kid didn't even have fights. And he seen the Warrior kid do. And so he said,
where was this at? Was this at the Mayweather gym?
This was in Florida. It was in Adrian on the camp. Xander was there.
His coaches, his gym.
Yeah, Xander was there. Robert Easter Jr. was there. Tank was there. This is when Tank went in the ring with the Russians too. Tank seen Kid spar. He said, I'll never get in the ring with that kid. Flat out. And then his coach he became on YouTube came out and said, yeah, he did say that, but he was saying it more like a brotherly thing.
He was saying it in a compliment. That's what that is. It's a compliment, bro. I never get in the ring with him, bro. And that's the same thing that what Shakur said about your son, and he actually didn't get in the ring. So do you want us to believe that?
He seen, I guess, a smaller version of him that was growing bigger and stockier, and was like, I don't want that.
I mean, to be fair, we was all rocking. I mean, them Russians was on everybody in that gym, but I held my own. I didn't quit.
Tank tried to hold his own too. He tried to hold his own. It was all good. But the bottom line, because we don't want, if we Tank is cool people, we just want to fight with Tank. Because I want y'all to see how great Kid is. He did hold his own for what he could do.
For what?
Yeah.
I said we know.
And this motherfucker said this story so many times that I remember it. Okay. You said Tank was 170 pounds in that gym that day. That's what this guy said. And that's why right now you're saying for what he could do. Because he was 170. He was overweight like a motherfucker. Y'all be terrible with this shit, bruh. Oh my God, bruh. Y'all be pandering to the truth. It's disgusting. Y'all only got audacity because it was on sale, like motherfuckers say, bro. Y'all are ridiculous.
I said we know flaws about it. And I know what we know. because we watch him in different sparring things from Elijah Pierce all the way up to the Adrian Broner thing. We've been seeing this man since he was young, sparring and fighting. So we know his flaws, and we know his flaws. So will he step in that ring with a person that know how to beat him?
I think he will.
I believe he will
he'll
too.
Take the fight.
I believe Tank gonna take it just to prove his ego, like he could.
So he's gonna take the fight. What's going on here? Which one? What's going on here? Is either he's scared to fight or he's going to take the fight. Both of y'all think he's going to take the fight or whatever, but y'all are talking like you just said he'll never take the fight, and then bruh just said he will never fight him, told a whole satory, and then sat there and said, I think he'll take the fight, bruh. Get him out of here.
Do something with Kid.
Don't come with no ego.
He gonna come with that ego.
I feel like you guys. I feel like you're calling him out. I mean, take the AI videos. That's for fun, right? But I do feel like you guys are calling him out like respectfully. Like respectfully. Like we want to make this fight because we really want to see who the best is. We really want to test our skills against your skills. Do you think he'll respond to that? Like, because I know he don't really respond. Like when other guys, the Shakurs and the Devins, have tried to call him out, he's quick to jump on social media and shut them down. And who are you? You're not even a big draw. This, that, and the other. Like, do you think he'll be receptive to the way you guys have, put yourself in position to try and get this fight, or no?
I really don't care. As long as we get for me, from a business standpoint,
the same thing.
For me, from a business standpoint, he's in the way. I need that belt to break generational curses for my grandkids and my great grandkids. You're in the way. It don't matter whether it was Tank, whether it was Mason, any of them. If they was at this point where they trying to avoid us, I will go and do what I gotta do to get this title shot. If you want to get in the ring, man to man, y'all do y'all thing. May the best man be left standing. But you're standing in the way of our legacy. Yeah. So to me, for being a granddad, I don't care what none of them say.
I only ask that just because I see how it worked out. Or
salute the butcher. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you coming through.
It didn't work out for David Benavidez and Canelo, right? David, at first he was trying to be respectful, and then he kind of got a little nasty with it, trying to really get under Canelo's skin. And we see Canelo's like, man, I'm never gonna fight this guy.
But look now, though, it just made David Benavidez look good. It make it seem like Canelo's scared, even if he's not. So at the end of the day, you gotta come up off that belt. I mean, either they gonna strip you, or I'm gonna take it from you. It's no in between. I accept the fight. We waiting for the contract. So now it's just, am I gonna fight Tank? Am I gonna fight Body? Am I gonna fight Russell? It comes down to them. But I want the boogeyman.
Is there any concern that the WBA might do what they just did with Rolly? I mean, I believe Rolly had a mandatory at one point that they called for, and then now all of a sudden they have elevated Rolly to super champion or something like that. Is there any concern they might do that with Tank?
I thought they was going to do that in the first place. That's what they told me they was going to do in the first place. Or the mandate, they said they was going to split the belt to move him up. So that's what I expected. But they didn't. They just mandated him. But then I also heard from the camps is Tank was interested in the fight.
Okay.
So, and they started getting the preliminary negotiations, and then WBA mandated it.
So this is all positive then.
Right. It wasn't mandated him.
Say it again.
But then I also heard from the camps is Tank was interested in the fight.
Hold up. Say it one more time.
It's mandated him. But then I also heard from the camps is Tank was interested in the fight.
Okay.
So, and
why are you saying any of this if you don't believe it? Is the question.
Started getting the preliminary negotiations, and then WBA mandated it.
So this is all positive then.
Right. It wasn't no negative.
So why are you sitting there talking like the man don't want to fight your son, scared of your son, said he'll never fight your son, and then turned around and said, I think he take the fight. He never said he didn't want the fight. His team even told me that they're interested in the fight. Jesus, bro.
Stuff from the inside is positive. Tank want the fight. They starting to talk. WBA just now mandated it. And now we just waiting for them to iron out the details. Tank never said he wanted to fight.
He said it again. Tank never said he didn't want to fight. Now, him telling that story with the smile on the face or him explaining this situation, which one's more serious? And he said it twice. He said it 5 minutes into the video interview, and this is damn near 30 minutes into the interview. He's saying it twice. And then a story that he's been telling for a long time. He got a story for Devin. He got a story for Shakur. He got a story for Abdullah Mason. And that's his story for Tank Davis. Let's move on.
Come and take that super belt too. Oh, that's 2 WBA belts.
Relevant. I'm taking both.
Yeah.
Or make me super champion. I'm gonna defend well for you. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. Right.
This is gonna be good. It's gonna be Ali and Liston. People think I'm joking. It's gonna be Ali. If they get in that ring, Kid is gonna stop.
They claimed it was the mandatory for about 3 years or some change. That's what they're claiming. But no, his only fight, exactly, you're right. His only fight has been 7 finals.
And it's gonna be like Ali and Liston. He's gonna say, Pop ain't crazy. He knew what he was talking about.
That's gonna be worse though. He ain't quitting in no corner.
No, I think Tank gonna quit on his stool.
No, he not.
I don't think Tank gonna come
right
out
there.
I don't think Tank would quit. I don't think Tank.
That's what he's saying. That's what they
you gotta put
explained.
him
I watched.
Nah, Tank got some quit in him.
Does he?
Got some quit in him.
Tank quit. I know he could be broken mentally.
Wow.
So everybody else could believe that, and it's good. They supposed to Tank coming with his confidence, but it's just a matter of beating that out of him. Beat that confidence out of him, and that's what we're gonna do every round, and to the real him come out.
Did you see any of that in the Lamont Roach fight? I asked just because of didn't he like take a timeout in that fight?
You see that from even he said it out his own mouth when he was going in Barrios fight on the 24/7 thing. He was like, yo, I was so scared because the guy was big. That's the Tank we know.
That with Ryan.
Yeah, that's the Tank we know. Tank it, and then if you see when Rolly hit him, that's the hardest I've been hitting. You see how he kind of damn near run till he landed the lucky one.
Salute Optima LD. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you coming in the building.
On Rolly, because Rolly don't got no amateur background to know not to come in like that. So there's a part of Tank that ain't as confident as y'all believe. It's on us to bring that side out.
I think it did fight though.
Yeah, when he took a knee, you could have been disqualified. You cannot go in your corner and somebody get on the ring, automatic disqualification. But the corruption that's on all levels is the only way you could get somebody. You cannot touch that apron in the middle of that round as a corner man, or your team, or you're disqualified. That's the rule. Yeah. So once his guy went up there with that towel and did that, automatic disqualification. Lamont was supposed to win, but Lamont and them don't know how to follow the law. They don't know there's a federal court up there that handles all of that, certain things, but people just be in their own world.
But then look though how Lamont stepped to Tank. Somebody actually stepping to him that's not scared of you, no nothing. And he's smaller than you.
130.
You couldn't even floor him. We seen Isaac Cruz launch Lamont across the ring with one punch. I mean, and then now we having fighters taking knees because of hair grease.
Nah, let's not crack on him.
No, it's not a crack.
He couldn't see it. It was in his eyes.
That goes back to your point. I've been cut before. We've seen what's his name? Badu Jack had a big gash in his head. We ain't see him take not one knee, but now we got fighters all of a sudden because some hair grease got in your eye. I mean, come on, we literally train when sweat is getting out.
He gonna want to knock your head off for that stage.
Come do it.
He gonna, he over there balling.
Send a contract, brother. That's the only way we're gonna see, right?
They say you're chasing for the money, brother. You're begging for a fight.
I am.
With all this.
You gonna make me rich and you gonna make me a champion. Yeah, I got kids to feed. My dad want the new Bentley. Like, come on.
At least you was honest about it, brother. At least you're honest about it. That's exactly what it is. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. My dad want the new Bentley. That's what it is. He shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said what your daddy wanted. Huh? You shouldn't have said what your daddy wanted. That's really all I had to say. Continue.
Chasing the money.
Everyone's chasing the money at the end of this is how we get paid. This is how I want to see my son. I don't want my son to ever work a job in his life. This, of course, is for the money, but at the end of the day, it's also about me getting your belt and having the greatest fights.
Who do you think has had the most success against Tank? Like when you look at his fights, like.
I like that question. We're talking about fighters like that he's fought, right?
Yeah.
I want to say the most success. I mean, clearly is Lamont Roach. I mean, there's so many people. Now I have seen the fight. Like, I watched it. Yeah, but come on, bro. I'm trying to give him the breakdown. I watched it yesterday, and I feel like Lamont edged it out by 1 round. And I think the second, of course, would be Isaac Cruz, and not because I feel like he beat him, but he was just, and this is just one another fighter who didn't get stopped. He was competitive. So those are the 2 fighters I think really kind of just like showed something to Tank. Even Leo Santa Cruz was catching Tank. You know, Tank was leaving with a black eye. We have Pedraza. Pedraza was a good fight. Barrios was beating him, I believe. Like,
But
he was
they
up 10
say
rounds.
he beat these guys. He knocked them out. I mean,
And that's the point. It's not Tank's fault that these guys slip up at the end of the fight. I mean, Barrios was so close. Barrios and Frank Martin was so close.
and
to
sat
beating
on the
Tank.
ropes.
And sat on the ropes waiting for Tank to catch them. So that's their fault. But Tank just doing his job. He's a patient man.
So what's gonna make you any difference?
I ain't going for that, brother. I know your game plan. You gonna try to launch that
Don't
left?
tell, don't tell.
Didn't I tell you? You sound like Ryan Garcia said the same stuff. He said the same type of stuff. I already know what he's gonna do, and did it. Even Rowley said that part. And let's go.
Just know he knows I'm young. He knows I'm athletic. He knows I'm a dog. He gonna think that in the later rounds he gonna get to me.
Why you telling it? Don't tell the game
Yeah,
plan.
you're
Just
right.
leave
You're
it
right. I'm
alone.
gonna leave it alone. See, he be trying to get some stuff out of me. You're
I
right.
wasn't. I was just trying to see who you thought had the best success. That's all. Because all the guys you named, I do feel like they all had a different approach to the fight.
Leo Santa Cruz, Lamont Roach. These are all people who was actually Rolly was actually beating him. Today all got caught.
Right. But I feel like
cards.
I feel like they all had I feel like some of those guys tried to play chess with him.
Yep.
And I feel like some of them tried to bully the bully. So they were different approaches with, obviously different outcomes, but I feel like they all had a little bit of success. So, just trying to picture you 2 guys in the ring, like I really, I mean, I don't know what you're going to do, right? But I really don't see it as being a chess match. Obviously it is going to be a chess match because there's going to be certain things, but not like a Devin Haney type of, playing chess. Or
We're gonna dog walk him.
Yeah.
We're gonna dog walk him from one end of that ring to the next.
That's how I think it's going to look.
He's gonna have to bring all of it until one of them is laid down. We try to break his jaw, his nose, his eye sockets. We're not playing with him. We going in there to to beat him up. We going in there because we know he going in there to try to kill us. We going in there to try to do the same to him.
He is, man.
So no, it's gonna be a real fight. People leaving with black eyes and swollen up. Nobody leaving without being lumped up.
Yeah.
But unless somebody get a lucky punch.
I'm trying to feel your best shot. And Lord,
his best shot is that uppercut.
That's what I'm saying. Lord, don't let him hit me with that shot, and my neck don't go nowhere.
Yo, this guy right here, bro. That's entertaining for us, but I'm telling you right now, bro. Kid Austin really think he could take Tank's power, and he's looking forward to it. Is the wild part. You really think that even if one fighter can hit somebody with their best shot and their neck not move, does not mean if he hit him again that it won't. Do you understand me? If you take somebody's best shot, does not mean you can take it again. That doesn't mean that. Not necessarily. Do you understand me? Especially if you hit you in the same spot twice. That doesn't mean you can take it. Okay. But the fact that you are looking for it's the second time that you talked about wanting to get hit by Tank's power and liking to get hit by people. This is probably the reason why you got dropped already in your career by a no-name fighter. But you really sitting here trying to tell us you want the boogeyman, the hardest hitter. Your father already explained that he's trying to make sure you get out the fight alive because he ain't never been hit by somebody like Tank Davis. That's what came out of your father's mouth. But you over here steady like, look, I can't wait to get hit by him. I'm looking forward to it. And Lord help me. If my neck don't move, what's going to happen? I guarantee you it's not going to be a good look for you, bro. And I don't like, you could tell he ain't never been really buzzed for real, or wobbly for real. When you get hit and you kind of flash, kind of see yourself about to go, you don't continue to fight the same. And I don't care what he might be thinking in his head, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to feel the same. A lot of fighters feel the exact same way. Frank Martin felt the same way. He was throwing a lot of punches and all that stuff, but he was doing it going where? Backwards the entire fight. He knew what it was. And the way that Kid Austin fight, bro, it's like you gotta be set you gotta be set and ready to do a certain combination or something to actually get your shit all correctly. If somebody, he can be, what I'm saying is Kid Austin can be disrupted with a jab while he's trying to do his thing. You could disrupt all of that with a jab. And he will have to reset. He even trains like that. I'm telling you, he need more people. I'm not seeing you beating no Tank Davis, and especially taking his best punch, and that's how you think it's going to happen. Oh, I'm going to just take his best punch. But he's trying to sell and secure that potential match with Tank. Yeah, he tripping if he really think, he said it earlier, and like he keep referring to liking to get hit, and his father was like, yeah, this is what I got to put up. You crazy. Sounds like you're talking about Ali and Sonny Liston, and look how that worked out, bruh. What the FCI on? I don't know what he on, but he mean it. He actually mean it. And I'm telling you, the way he fight, you can kind of see that. Like you don't mind getting hit back. But the way you fight is so tailor-made to Tank. You're too aggressive, and you're not defensively sound, and your feet placement is not right. Like, bro, he be, both his feet be off the ground when he be doing a punch. You kind of, you be fighting a little bit. When you trying to come forward, you do move like Sean Porter. You do. I'm not gonna say you fight like him, but you definitely move like him when you're trying to get on the inside, when you're trying to come forward and shit. No, it's not gonna work, bro. It's not. It might look a certain type of way, like all the Tank fights. Like you were saying, he was losing. Yeah, he might be losing against you too, but I guarantee you it's going to end the same way as the people you're talking about. Listen to people that he's talking about that he love. Like, come on, bro. And I'm mad that you even said Pedraza. Seriously? What did Pedraza do to Tank for real? And and when it comes to Leo Santa Cruz, that's how that man fight. And he had the worst knockout of all. Like, don't even bring him up. And you want to bring up Barrios? Bro, come on now. Like, look at the people that you brought up. Rolly, you're going to end up like Frank Martin. I'm telling you, you're going to end up like, he's going to get knocked out. He's going to get knocked out. Because you don't know what's good for you. You don't know. He probably don't even know how to hold for real. Like, okay. And I make the fight. Like I said, I'll watch it. Make the fight.
That
his ass in trouble.
You fool now.
Yo, that's kind of a sadistic mentality. Like the only other fighter I've spoken.
And the crazy stuff is he's not thinking about it the other way around. What makes you think that you not food if you hit Tank with your best shot and his head don't move? Then what? Your father gonna be over there biting his fucking lips. Like, damn, yes. Then what? Because he can't even box for real.
To that kind of has that same mentality as David Benavidez, where like he kind of enjoys being hit. I mean, nobody likes being hit, right? But in some ways, he kind of likes being hit, and he kind of likes the blood, and he likes that kind of stuff. Yeah, I kind of get that same mentality from you, kid. Is that kind of how you look at it, or?
I just look at it like, honestly, I'm a chill guy.
I can't answer that. The reason it's like that is from the hypnotizing.
Yeah, I got it. And I swear, like,
I tell people that it'd be a different spirit. Watch the spirit I bring in this ring. Oh my God.
Bruh. Now, if you get hypnotized, real talk, you can think that you're invincible. You could think that you had a past life, that you can do something you can't do. But what that shit doesn't do, bruh, what you can tell somebody, you can put them under hypnosis and be like, look, you can fly. You can fly. Jump out the window. He probably jumped right out the window thinking he could fly because the joint is that strong. Hypno is that strong. Hypnotist is that strong. But I guarantee you he's not going to fly. And I guarantee you he's going to hurt himself. I guarantee you he's going to get hurt. Salute to you, Felix Nunez. Why is he acting like just because you hypnotize your son to think he's invincible, that he actually is? He's a human being, and you can put him under that. I bet you if I hit his ass with a bat, he's going to fucking drop to his knees, and he's going to be in pain. I bet you if I hit his ass, it's going to hurt. He's going to feel it. You can't, the thing is, you can't hypnotize somebody to be numb, to not feel any pain. You can't do that. So regardless of how, the more he thinks he's invincible, the faster he gets knocked out. The faster his chin gets touched. And man, he can walk in there trying to fight the same way he fight Farmer, just like you said. It's because the guy that he fought, he don't have no amateur background, and he don't know. Tank got an amateur background, and he knows. He's not going to go in there and get hit with nothing stupid in the first round. It never happened. And it won't happen with him, just like it didn't happen with Rolly or Ryan. It's not going to happen. And when he comes on strong, he'll fuck around and get knocked out and knocked down in the second round, just like Ryan did. What is he going to do different? What are you saying? You saying that you're going to hypnotize your son to an animal or some type of beast is not going to stop the fact that punches still will hurt your son. It doesn't matter.
It's going to be amazing. But people don't understand that, because if I talk that part, then people say it's
They really
spiritual,
don't believe.
weird, but they don't understand that we spirits having a human experience. We can command whatever spirit we want to go into the vessel, like the story of Jesus when he sent them into pigs. We can command any spirit we want, any ancestor, anybody. So I have a Rolodex to pick from to throw him into that body, because I had him programmed where his conscious go back and the subconscious come forward. Then it's easy to place the spirit there. So it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a fight on a whole nother level.
What do you want me to say about that, Felix? Did you hear what this man just said? Tell me what you want me to say about that, Felix. Did you hear what he just said? Do you know what these two people are saying? Okay. I'm just breaking down what they said.
Tank is a demon within himself.
He's just retarded.
No, he's a demon
Listen to
within
this
himself
guy.
from his upbringings and where he came from. So
Listen to this guy. Listen to this, Felix.
God's going to see his two demons clash. And this is going to be a great fight. There's going to be something.
Wow. Just one other question about that fight. I know when you were first kind of talking about it, obviously your promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, he came out, and I don't think he meant bad by it. I think he was just trying to give like some honest advice from his own career. But, he kind of came out and said, like he wasn't sure if you were ready, to fight a Gervonta Davis. When you heard him say that, like, were you offended by it, or did you just kind of look at it like, look, I appreciate, your advice, but you don't know us and we are ready?
I would say when I first heard it, now love Oscar, great guy. He's making sure I can feed my family. I feel like he's overlooked by a lot of people. He's a great dude, especially in person. But when I did see the interview, I had that like snap in my head, like that switch. I got mad. I was like, yo, who Oscar think I am? He think I'm soft or something? Like, I'm supposed to be your fighter. But at the end of the day, no, this is no disrespect to Oscar, but his job is to get me the fights that we want. So yes, you can have your opinion. You're a legend. You're in the Hall of Fame. But this is my career. This isn't your career. You had your time. I'm pretty sure there were
humble.
Yeah, that is humble. There were fights in his career where people thought he wasn't ready. He's just coming out the Olympics, getting in the title fights. He's too young, like with Chavez.
True.
So what it's like to be in those shoes and to win the world title. Just give me the same respect. And like obviously he's with it now because he's like, hey, I want this fight. So like I said, much love to Oscar, but I mean, it's my career at the end of the day. And basically I get to decide whether I'm ready or not. Nobody decides whether I'm ready. Honestly, not even God decides it. So if I feel like I'm ready, my dad feel like we're ready, those are only two people that minds need to be set on the fight.
And at the end of the day, you guys are going to be the ones that know whether you're ready or not.
Right. Like if someone were to fail,
No, but
we gotta come home and
understood Oscar though from a business standpoint. He already invested money into us, invested in fights. He didn't get a return on his investment yet. Now we're gonna risk that where this product could be potentially damaged.
Right.
And we never made our money.
You hear what he just said, yo? What?
Invested money into us, invested in fights. He didn't get a
set on the fight.
so from a business standpoint, he already invested money into us.
And at the end of the day, you guys are going to be the ones that know.
What did he say
whether you're
about
ready or
Oscar?
not.
Right. Like if someone were to fail,
No, but
we gotta come home and
understood Oscar though from a business standpoint. He already invested money into us, invested in fights. He didn't
What?
where this product could be potentially damaged.
Hold up, man.
And at the end of the day, you guys are going to be the ones that know whether you're ready or not.
right. Like if someone were to fail,
No, but
we gotta come home and
understood Oscar though from a business standpoint. He already invested money into us, invested in fights. He didn't get a return on his investment yet. Now we're gonna risk that where this product could be potentially damaged.
Bruh. Bruh. Yeah. Yes, Lee Jackson. Did he say did he just say what I think he said? Yeah. I had to rewind that shit. Salute you, Tyler Cunningham. What is popping with you, Carolina, and this biatch? Bruh, did you just say that Oscar hasn't made a return on investment yet, my nigga? Is that what you just said? Bro, hold on. Did I miss that shit? Bruh. I must have been irritated with this whole interview by this. I ain't timestamped that shit. One more time, bro. You said that. You said a mouthful just now, son.
Right.
And we never made our money back.
What?
He didn't get a return on his investment yet.
At the end of the day, you guys are going to be the ones that know whether you're ready or not.
right. Like if someone were to fail,
No, but
we gotta come home and
understood Oscar though from a business standpoint. He already invested money into us, invested in fights. He didn't get a return on his investment yet. Now we're gonna risk that where this product could be potentially damaged.
Right.
And we never made our money back. So I understand from his standpoint why he was saying that. I don't think he was saying that like he disbelieved in his abilities. He was saying, why risk it? Tank about to quit anyway. You're gonna have the belt.
Yo, get the fuck. Hold up, bro. Hold on. All right. Yeah, I wasn't even gonna talk about that comment. I don't even know why he even said that. Why even say not even go? I don't even know why he even said that shit. Bruh. Pop said saying Tank could permanently damage kid. No bone blown out. Hold up, bro. Yo, you just said you haven't this man been signed with Oscar for years now? How many fights have you had with Golden? You've been signed with Golden Boy damn near your entire career. Why in the hell hasn't he got a return on investment yet?
Fighting an easy opponent. Why take the harder? From his standpoint, why he was saying that. I don't think he was saying that like he
gotta come home and
understood Oscar though from a business standpoint. He already invested money into us, invested in fights. He didn't get a return on his investment yet. Now we're gonna risk that where this product could be potentially damaged.
Right.
And we never made our money back. So I understand from his standpoint why he was saying that. I don't think he was saying that like he disbelieved in his abilities. He was saying, why risk it? Tank about to quit anyway. You're gonna have the belt fighting an easy opponent. Why take the harder?
That's what it seemed like.
That's what it was more like. Like you're gonna get it anyway.
Yeah.
Fight his body or the whoever they put in front of you. Tank only got another year at this division.
Hell nah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Tank the Michael.
Hell nah, bro. We're not gonna speed past that and you just talk about Tank and shit. Nah, bro. Y'all haven't made a return on investment. Y'all need somebody help. That's what this is. The reason why y'all waited until right now, because you contractors thought that you can do it on your own. And now it is 2026 and y'all haven't had the Tank fight. Don't got nobody on your resume. Fought fucking Tevin Farmer for a couple of seconds. And now y'all think that it's time to actually put some food on your table, talking about Tank is food. Tank is y'all meal ticket. That's what the fuck it sounds like. Because you want the new Mercedes-Benz. You want the new Benz, like your son just said. This whole interview is trash. Straight garbage.
Jackson of boxing right now. You never get another Tank Davis ever in history. So right now, him getting in there for just gaining the experience, win, lose, or draw, is something he will always be able to say, I got in the ring with Tank Davis. And, you know, when his career go and he become a megastar, Tank will be able to say, I got in the ring with Floyd Schofield. You know, but Tank is the Michael Jackson. Anybody who could get that lottery ticket, forget the money. It's just him. Fighting him is amazing within itself, because he deserved the spot he got, and he deserved to be selective. So I hope we get chose to be part of his legacy also.
Bro, you saying that Coach Kenny Porter and this fellow got an interview together? Oh my God. I'm gonna look it up, Jesus.
Don't worry, I'll show him some love after I get my Maybach for my birthday.
See, that's all these people is talking about is money. And you talking about making sure your kids is straight. Why do you need a Maybach? Jesus.
Oh, because you, Tank.
Do you have any message you want to,
bruh? The upkeep on a Maybach will get your ass broke.
Send to Tank just to, you know, maybe try and entice him. Maybe just say, look, let's do this, bro.
Honestly, there's no much more enticing I could do. I mean, the WBA ordered the fight. It's now you got to come out the belt. We negotiate, or you know they're gonna strip you. I mean, there's no in between. We fighting or we not fighting, and you're gonna lose the belt to me, or from being stripped, or just give it to me. But some message really just let's put on a great fight for the fans. You know, I'm trying to touch that money too, brother.
That's
yeah. Yep. Yo, I don't know. Salute to you, D1. What is good with you? What's up? Salute to you, Angry. Man, oh my gosh. With all the stuff that's being said, it's like, it's so hard to believe, y'all. Even if you a fan of Kid Austin and his pops, it's like, enough's enough. Like, just put up and shut up. You feel me? Like, enough's enough. Just fight these people. You got history with all the names. You got history with Devin. You got history with Shakur. You got history with Tank. You got history with fucking everybody, bro. With Abdullah Mason. What's taking you so long if he's really that good? You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't really make true sense, like really good sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Your son don't care about getting hit. It's just a really bad look, man. But make the fight. Yo. I'll take the fight next. Absolutely. If he can, because we don't even know what's going on with him. He probably can't even fight. And if you pull up dates, because there's so much stuff that's been going on with him one after another, he probably had an opportunity to fight him at the time that he talked about in a year and a half. But shit, how many opportunities really? But bottom line is he's saying that he never said he didn't want to fight and he's interested in the fight. Bro, so I mean, all of this shit is really just talk for real. But they keep referring to fighters that, slipping or making mistakes. That's why Tank wins fights. And that's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? The reality of it is that Tank just wait for you. Tank does not wait for you, is what I'm saying. He don't just wait for you to make a mistake. The man lays traps. He lays traps. Tank don't look for counters. He makes you throw them, if you understand what I'm saying. He sets a trap. He makes you throw something so he can counter it. It's a difference. It's a big difference. The IQ of Tank is something that the man, the fighter, Floyd Jr., seems like he just doesn't understand, because all the stuff that he's been saying doesn't make any sense. Counter punchers don't even dictate the pace. That's why it seems like he's losing a lot. But what they do is dictate the penalty. That's why he knocks them out. People just I don't know why he's acting like he don't see it, or maybe he don't, and his son don't see it too. But that's what I've been saying about sons too. Like, I mean, of fathers that's training their sons, like, bro, unless you fought or been training all your life, like, what can you really give to your son that a trainer that's actually paid and professional and been doing this for years can do? That, like, what can you do better? What do you think they can't show your son? Or they, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make good sense to me. And it seems like he's one of them too. But I did see him work with Rodney Shields. So maybe he moves around a lot and his father just talks for him. And if that's the case, that's good for Kid Austin. And I'm glad for it, because he's definitely going to need it. You know what I'm saying? But this Leo Santa Cruz, like, Tank fight another Leo Santa Cruz, another Rolly Romero, another Ryan Garcia. He's another come forward volume puncher. That's the bottom line. The fight's in the same damn way. One punch, night. Besides Ryan, and Ryan got dropped twice, and then gave the hell up, talking about Tank got quit on him. We're gonna see about your quit. You feel me? Because your son might, I mean, your father might throw in the towel like Kenny did Sean. For real. Why they both junior and senior talk about how Tank got quit in them, like, for real. That's we finna see, because I really would like that fight. I want to see that shit next. Salute to you, Vincent, in the building. What is good with you? The interview was in Mill City, and Kenny and his dad. I'm gonna check it out, y'all. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Hold up, though. Shit, I knew I was forgetting something. Give me 1 second. What the hell is this? I gotta go to the bath. Hold on there. I'm finna go, though. I need to go to the bathroom. What you do in the morning? And I have to cook some food. But it's been a good live. It's been over 2 hours and a half, man. I'm gonna let everybody else talk about all the stuff that's been going on. All the stuff, all the fights we had yesterday. It was nice fight. It was great fights, bros. I appreciate everybody that came in the building. Please hit that like button. I'll try to come on Saturday if they ain't fights all day, because I like relaxing and just watching them fights. Either 3 p.m., 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Sunday morning. This was supposed to be like 8:15 a.m. this morning. I ended up going live at like 9, but it's all good, y'all. Salute to everybody that came in the building. And like I said that I will be doing nowadays, is leaving with my theme song. All right, salute to everybody. I'm out.
Just like a baby. I hope today is the day you make it through whatever you've been going through lately. I hope you win the lottery with no taxes. I hope your crush texts you back and asks you to come over without you asking. I hope you wake up on your dream vacation, and that's without the kids, but you know they in a perfect situation. I hope you can get money for your stress. I hope the president signed the wrong thing and we all get a stimulus check. I hope you get a massage till you fall asleep. I hope your favorite person pop up today with your favorite thing to eat. I hope everything negative deletes. I hope you ain't even put no money in your tank, but it just never go on eat. Shoot. I hope you get whatever you hope. I hope that bad vibes can't even ever find your ass no more. I hope you always get the utmost respect. I hope the president signed the wrong thing again and we get another stimulus check. I hope the best. I hope you get your dream threesome. I hope your idol walk up to you and tell you in your face, you gonna be something. I hope everything you do, you just win. And I hope you find your Roku remote and never lose that bitch again. I hope the best. I hope you have a great day. I hope in the next hour, different people make you smile in 8 ways. I hope your bills pay they self, and your kids already ate and showered and they ain't even need no help. I hope your sickness just disappears. I don't care if it's a cold or something that you really been dealing with for years. I hope your business moves so well you quit your job. I hope you never lose another match when you playing with your squad. I hope your evil ex stop texting you now, and I hope whatever is stressing you out just start blessing you now. Shoot, I hope your car so clean. I hope your ears can't hear nothing that's sad, negative, or mean. I hope you find $2 million. I hope people you're really attracted to is the only people that try to holler. I hope you have a pure relationship with somebody that truly loves you. I I hope you miss a day of work and they still pay you double. I hope the best. I hope prosperity and more life. I hope you complete the biggest mission that you gave yourself in life. I hope you share this to all your friends. Cause it ain't no